Guys, it is Will here, back again for another game stream. Optical should be here sometime in the near future. Not sure what time exactly. But in the meantime, we do have two amazing co-hosts that you literally saw probably on the podcast this evening. Riley Reviews and Carlos the Chairmaster. So,
What's up? Let's go.
yo, what is up? All right, guys, we're gonna play some Battlefront.
Let's do it.
It's Battlefront time, boys. What should we do? Age of the Resistance? Should we do sequel trilogy?
Nobody plays that.
Yeah, it's true. Nobody plays that.
You'll find
We
no
will
one.
never find a match.
I mean, I'm down though.
I just put play any, so it should match us to whatever one.
You know what we should do?
What?
Once Optical gets here, because we have Riley, who's a pro at this, except when I whip his ass. We should do the heroes versus villains or whatever the thing is called.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
could do
yeah,
that.
we
So we'd have 4v4, right?
We have 4 versus 4, and we have Riley. And let's be honest,
Dude, I'm not that
We're
good at Battlefront.
We're still
to be
gonna get our
honest.
ass kicked, probably.
Yeah,
We are.
probably. There's so many people who are just so good at this game. They're like max
Yeah.
levels.
dude, those little
Crazy.
10-year-olds, bro.
Yeah. Jaden's, bro.
Tukathri said, "Let's kill some clankers." Bob Dylan said, "Play as Ray." Dude, we're gonna try. We're gonna try, man.
I'm gonna play with
Everyone's
BB-8.
favorite.
Dude, BB-8's actually pretty good. Oh, we're going to Hoth.
Nice.
You
Dude,
guys hear me eating?
yeah. What are you eating?
Nope. What?
Fries.
Nice.
How much were
Yeah.
they?
How much were they?
Yeah.
They're McDonald's. I don't know.
You got McDonald's fries?
Yeah, dude, I'm starving.
Dude, McDonald's fries are pretty good, I think.
Well,
Fire.
it's because
Because they have salt.
tomorrow I have a dinner, so I gotta eat stuff that's not gonna upset my stomach, and fries are always the safest bet. And I'm sorry.
Dude, fries are safe for me too, man. What the hell?
Hey, dude, I'm telling you, we're
Our
twins,
stomachs
except
are
for
in
one.
sync, dude.
Dude, yes. So, for the viewers out there who give a damn about my stomach, I have a really sensitive one. So if I have something to go tomorrow, I gotta eat clean today, like chicken and rice and stuff. And fries is like the easy thing. And tomorrow I'll eat, and then I won't eat anything until nighttime. With
Nice.
God gave me everything except a good stomach.
Uncommon Flex said, I think Carlos might be the weak link. Maybe. He might be the weak link of the
Wow.
four. So, we're never going to find enough players, dude.
For real.
Nobody wants to play with us.
Yeah.
Tukathri
I
said, I
wanna play
pray
with
for
Riley.
the day Queen can make a Hoth Luke riding a Tauntaun. Yeah. Dude, that'd probably be more like a Hot Toys.
Yeah.
But that sentiment makes me think, guys. Like with Queen, like what Hot Toys has been showing recently, like with the Wenwu and with the other figures that have come out that look really good, like Casca Reeves, and they've missed some like Peacemaker and some others. But I think they're gonna remind people how good they are. Did you guys disappear?
Yeah, I agree.
No.
Sorry.
I'm here. I was eating.
Sorry.
I was eating.
I was like, did I DC? What the hell?
You're like, why was there no response to that?
Is it because you were talking about Star Wars? No one gives a shit about Star
Oh,
Wars.
bro,
no, he was
because
talking about Wen Wu, wasn't he?
yeah, I was talking
No?
about Wenwu. Yeah,
Oh, you were?
yeah. I'm
Dude,
gonna
you
quit
don't
out
listen,
because
My bad.
we're never gonna find someone.
Yeah.
Does that mean I have to quit out too, or does that?
Yeah, you have
Oh,
to
I
quit out.
quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I quit.
Okay. All right.
Bren Salentina said, "Good evening, Will and Optical." Optical's not here yet, dude, but he should be. Hopefully, Bren's good to see
Well,
them,
Carlos
man.
is here, and it's
Carlos
much
and
better.
Riley are here. I miss Lights Camera
Yeah.
Collect. Good thing there's Gamer Lounge, dude. For
I'm
sure.
the number one best friend, so.
That's true.
No,
Carlos
you're
takes
not optical. Optical is.
Oh yeah. I'm number 2 then.
Carlos takes
three.
a lot. Oh, what is this? Hold on.
I'll take
Carlos
number
takes
three.
a lot of pride in being a number 2.
Being shit.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Yeah, I take a lot of pride.
Yeah.
You know, if optical, we should do a meetup where like we do with just us four and meet up. I think that'll be interesting.
Yeah, it would be, dude. We could
funny.
film it. We could film a vlog and do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can stay at Riley's house.
We're staying at
Yeah.
Riley's.
I'll say, hey, mama, 3 30-year-olds are coming over. To sleep over,
Yeah.
if that's fine.
Optical's 40, dude.
There you go.
Yeah.
2 30s and a 40. We could hit SDCC.
What does your mom say
Yeah.
about this, by the way?
What, collecting?
No, bro, that we're 30.
Oh, no, she doesn't really care. I've brought up. Well, I haven't really brought up like Carlos or Optical. I think when we were talking about if he needed a place to stay, I told her about it. She's like, yeah, whatever. She
Be
didn't
like
care.
that. Yeah.
Dude.
How old is your mom?
How old is your mom?
That's a question, Will. You're
Bro,
so
what
dirty.
kind of question is that?
How old is your mom? It's a serious question.
You're a weirdo, bro. How old's your
What?
mom?
59? How is that a weird question? How old is your mom? Like, I just want to know.
I'm
My-
not discussing that info. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. She's like 50 something. I don't even know.
Oh, okay, normal age. Okay.
My mom's in her
I
60s.
don't know. My brother was 30. He's 34. No,
thanks, Uncommon Flex.
36, and his oldest kid is 17. So he had him when he was 19. That's why I was asking, like maybe.
Oh,
a month
wow.
young or something.
Oh, right. No, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that would be fun though. We gotta.
Yeah, we
link
should
up,
all
bro.
meet up. It'll be fun,
Oh.
dude. We could film a vlog and just
That'd be awesome.
a gamers
Bro,
lounge
Olive
IRL. Bob Dylan said Carlos wants to be a stepdad.
No.
For real,
I will
bro.
fuck. If I was your stepdad, I'll make you sell all your hot toys.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
you'd like finance me and tell me to do all this shit, dude.
I would.
You make Riley get a 401k.
You need to set up the account now.
Right. You're grounded if you don't.
Exactly. Bro, where is everyone? Oh, there we go. 5.
There we go.
4
4.
more. 4 more.
Come on. We can do this. 3.
Is me eating annoying?
yeah.
Would you like me to go on mute?
You should probably just mute yourself the rest of the stream, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Nah, you're good, bro.
Dude, oh yeah, I didn't even get Will's. What did you think of the Jazz Inc., the Batmobile? I know you're not getting the Batmobile.
Oh, dude,
right,
I
Will?
forgot to talk about that. That would have been a good topic,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, that's true.
It sold
Yeah, I
out
do
pretty
like it.
quickly, didn't it? Didn't he sell a lot of units?
Did it sell out? No, it didn't sell out, did it?
thought it
Carlos would
did.
know that, but he's on mute probably.
Yeah.
He ordered it. He ordered the clean and the weathered.
He ordered the weathered, I think.
He ordered both.
Did he?
That's what he told me. Carlos.
Bro, he's full of shit.
I don't know if I can vouch. Yeah, he said he ordered both. I was like, dude,
I'm gonna
crazy,
call
bro.
BS on that one.
Yeah. We'll have to
I
hear
order
this
both.
stuff.
I order the weathered and the clean one.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yo,
Three,
Lane.
3 G's. That's big baller status, bro.
Thanks, Uncommon Flex, by the way, for the kind words. Oh, I threw a grenade.
Oh, Tauntaun.
Hey, let me get on it, bitch.
No,
Oh.
bro, that wasn't me. They stole it, bro. Oh my.
Dude, Tauntaun is the stupidest animal I've ever seen.
Bro, you hate Star Wars.
For real.
I don't hate Star Wars. If I would've, when I picked the life size, I wouldn't
I
have
hate Clone
three
Wars,
Star
though,
Wars.
that's for sure.
Oh, Clone Wars is a piece of shit, bro.
It's the best show in the world, bro. What are you talking about? It's
Dude,
better than Lord. It's better than Lord of the Rings. Like, that's
No, Riley, you
No,
gone too
it's
far,
not.
bro. You had me for a second.
Dude, each season of fucking Clone Wars is 11 hours. 11 long hours. Okay? The first 3 seasons, everyone says it's crap.
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
33 hours, bro. You know what I could do with 33 hours? A lot of stuff. You know what I mean?
Watch Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, you
Watch
could.
Lord of the
Watch
Rings,
the whole
you
trilogy.
know? The whole
I
trilogy
gotta watch it,
multiple
bro.
times. You can watch the trilogy 3 times.
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
Dude,
gotta
Riley,
watch it, dude.
give it a fair shot, dude. Seriously, I think you'll like it. If you don't, that's
Yeah.
fine, but
Yeah. Just don't come back on the streams.
yeah, right.
I just heard there's like a lot of talking and shit. That like people say it's not really that like much of a fun movie.
Who says
Dude,
this?
that is blasphemy. I'm just gonna tell you.
Wait,
That's what I
who
heard,
tells you
bro.
that? Who tells you that?
Young
KG.
people, bro.
KG,
Yeah,
you mean?
No, I'm
Dude,
just kidding. I gotta watch it.
yeah, but they're watching Clone Wars.
Yeah, that's true. No,
There's
that's
too
true.
much
Yeah,
to
yeah. Clone Wars is really
Yeah.
boring. I'll
It's
admit,
like
it gets boring.
It's like, oh, there's too much talking for 20 minutes. Bitch, you endured 11. You endured 33 hours to get to something decent.
True.
You can't take on steroids in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta watch
But nah,
it,
man.
bro.
If people like Clone Wars, I don't care.
No, I have no problem. I'm sure Clone Wars gets good. I haven't really gotten into it enough.
I don't know. I'm sure it doesn't get good, but I don't care.
No, there's a lot of fans from it. Hey, bro, you can see it from Star Wars Celebration. What's her name? Her autographs got sold out.
Who
Yeah,
did?
dude, because I was by a bunch of 15-year-olds who were like, oh my god.
there you go.
15-year-olds.
That's funny. That'd be cool if Rosario Dawson was there.
Dude,
I know. I was hoping Pedro would go so Carlos could get his signature.
Dude, that would be so
I
sick.
have the fucking helmet too. I
That'd be
just bought
Yeah.
it. I want
would
that
you guys
shit.
always go for an autograph than a photo? Because my brother and my friend was like,
Autograph all the way.
Autograph.
Yeah, because then you can display it. But I mean, well, you could.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could frame a photo of you with them.
I
but,
really want to
don't
get a
know.
Loki one day, and Star Wars Autograph Universe did one, but it was like $300, and I was like, eh.
Damn.
You didn't do it for $300?
It was Loki for $300, and I passed. Yeah.
Why, bro? You know you
I
love
wouldn't.
him.
Honestly,
I do,
Carlos, you're a
but-
big baller, but I would only spend like probably like 200 max on an
Dude,
autograph.
my fucking Robert Downey Jr. autographs was so expensive.
Yeah, it was really
I could-
expensive.
Yeah.
Dude, I could have bought a Jazz Inc. vehicle. Let me just put it like that.
Yeah.
True.
But you got him to sign the art box. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it was
Also
600.
rich. Oh, easier.
It
Wasn't it
was
600 for the signature alone?
It was 600 for the signature, and then it was like 400 to send in your own. No, for a quote, and then it was like another 100 to sending an item, and like $20 for Beckett. It was like $1,200 a signature I paid. Something
Damn.
Like
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
pricey.
RDJ. But that's the only time I think he's ever signed for them. So
That's my point.
How much do you think Hayden would be? Hayden Christensen.
he was like 250 or
100
something.
$100. Nobody wants that shit.
Nice.
Nah, dude.
why?
People.
Like,
I wanted
comes out,
Hayden.
bro.
I wanted one, but
That'd be-
No, I
that'd
would
be
want one.
dope.
I would want one.
Or you and McGregor. That'd be cool too.
Ewan McGregor did one. I think it was like 300 or something. Yeah.
Damn, bro. That's a lot.
That's not a lot.
I don't know. I feel like I would only spend like 200. Like
I have a
300
couple
would be-
autographs, but I tend to go for the values.
200. Who do you want your shit? Who do you want your shit to be signed by?
I
Bob
don't know. Like,
Dylan?
okay, fine.
Bob Dylan.
Okay, fine. Like 250. Bro, I'm 19. Come on.
No,
Oh,
dude,
like
you
500.
no, Riley, you can get like I got Katie Sackhoff for like $90.
Who the
So
fuck is that?
that's Bo-Katan,
That's
bro.
Bo-Katan. That's cool.
Oh, no one gives a shit about
Oh my
Bo-Katan,
God.
bro.
yeah, they do, bro.
Fucking Carlos,
No.
bro.
Who is
swear.
all these people who care about her?
Dude, Moff Gideon I got for $90 also, and that's
That's
Giancarlo.
cool.
Gideon?
That's cool.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah,
different, though.
He's going to it, so that'd be cool.
And I got
Yeah, let's read
Homelander. I got Homelander for like $80. Yeah.
Okay, but that's Homelander, though. That was a good deal. But the other ones is like Bo-Katan. Who gives a damn about Bo-Katan? Like, the other ones-
She's getting her own
She's
show,
like
bro.
Bro.
She's getting her own show?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, shit. Get ready for another flop.
God, dude.
Carlos is a troll,
Carlos,
Riley. Don't
he's
listen to him.
Yeah, I know.
Dude,
I
if
can't wait for
Boba
that
Fett
figure.
couldn't-
I'm excited for the Bo-Katan figure.
Dude, I'm excited
Oh,
for
dude,
it. So
same.
I'm excited because I got it for $54, so I can turn around and make
That's
money on it.
crazy.
Did you?
Dude, I actually paid her
Yeah.
off, so I can't wait to get her.
I paid it off
But that was
too.
back before when I didn't really want to pay off stuff. But I was kind of like, I didn't really want to do that, but it is what it is.
Before Will and I showed you the way.
Yeah, it's true.
I had to show myself the way, so.
Really?
Yeah, because I used to pre-order a lot of stuff. You know this.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You know what's funny? Same here, dude. It wasn't until, who did I meet that told me, oh, you know who it was? It was the Nobi. I remember this. So I was hanging out with somebody who has an orange beard. And then he said, you know, we were
Not
talking
me.
about pre-order. No, you don't have it. No. And then we were talking about like pre-orders and stuff like that. And I remember I had talked about like, you know, whether you should pre-order or not. And obviously I was hearing like, yeah, if you love the figure, why not? And I remember I had heard the Nobi say that you never should. And I was like, well, this is completely different from what someone's telling me. You know what I mean?
True.
And then I kind of went into that like, well, he sounds like this one random dude who's saying this. And then I kind of pursued that, and then I started realizing that I'm like, okay, there's something here.
On the way, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's really what it was.
Dude, I have Carnage. Dude, what do you guys think is gonna happen to Carnage? Like,
I think he's gonna be
value-wise?
good.
Think he's gonna drop? Or
Oh,
stay?
I mean, everything's dropping.
Oh, yeah,
Everything's
that's
dropping.
true.
Everything's gonna drop.
It's true.
Dude, I paid off
Expect
Carnage
That's
in
gonna be
full.
so
My
sick.
Carnage is paid.
Yeah, same. Bro,
Expect
that
every single-
figure is gonna be awesome. The bust. Sick.
Yeah, the bust
Yeah.
does look sick. And I have Venom, so I'm gonna put them together.
Expect every single figure to drop like 20%. Every single one.
That's about right.
Well,
Maybe
yeah,
less.
So you think it's gonna stay like this, like literally for like even like?
I don't
like,
think
long
forever,
time, like
but-
even next year. Like it'll
What,
probably stay
figures?
around this- Yeah, where they're just kind of like they're falling in value.
Yeah, 100%. The only way
Well, it
this
depends
stops.
though. There's like
No.
sort of like what if something like super exciting happens in like Kenobi or something, and everyone just buys up a figure. Like, couldn't that happen?
Nope.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I don't
I'll
know,
tell you
man.
why. Hold on, I'm chewing.
Carlos, pass me a fry, bro.
For real,
I'll
man.
pass you. Never mind. So, no, bro, because here's why. Hot Toys and Sideshow work together. I know there's a couple people that say they don't. You're full of shit. They do, right? So that's the fucking like distributor, right, for the U.S. So I'm pretty sure that when Hot Toys saw, hey, the Venom is sold out and it's going for a lot of money, well,
Let's make
Sideshow,
more.
right? Let's make another batch and then another batch. So even if it does sell out, as long as it's still in pre-order, they're just gonna make another batch, or Sideshow's gonna order another one. So
Dude,
no.
if they didn't make that other batch, do you think it'd still be like 800? Like the
Yeah.
Venom?
Well, no, because they released the second version. That alone
True.
killed the value. But no, dude, it's like Pennywise. Oh, get it? It's on wait list. Kidding.
For real, bro. That was crazy. Bro, that was a weird one. It kept going to like blue screen, then not blue screen, then blue screen.
Yeah.
Then sold out, and then
Yeah.
it was just flipping.
It was like the Spider-Man, the negative suit, right? The negative suit.
Yeah.
I think it's 240 or 260, something like that. It's sold out. It's completely sold out. I've seen it from Toys Buying Aging and a few other places. They're selling it for like 320, 330. Dude, and I'm like, I just saw one the other day for retail on the Facebook groups. You know what I mean? So even if it sells out, someone out there's gonna sell it for retail use. It's like Mysterio. It's sold out, but you can still buy it for retail. I wouldn't worry too much about it. You know what I mean?
That's crazy,
It'll be
Mysterio. I would thought Mysterio would have been rare.
Dude, he's such a good figure.
Yeah.
I thought so too, man.
I remember when he first came out.
Yeah, because it was
Everyone's hyping him up.
like figure of the year, right?
Yeah.
that people were
dude.
saying?
No, I remember. Will, you were like, you put it like in. Didn't you
Dude.
say you put it in like your front shelf? You were
Yeah,
like,
dude, it's
love
freaking
that figure,
amazing.
bro. Yeah.
It's a good figure. I had it.
You had it?
Yeah. What'd you
I
sell
had
it
it.
for?
260, 270, something like that.
So retail,
It
yeah.
was brand new.
Brand new, bro. After it sold
Damn,
out.
That's crazy.
Because I put it for 300 and I couldn't sell that bitch.
Yeah, I remember you were sending me photos of it selling low. You're like, dude, you're like, this is pissing me off.
Dude, it got me so mad.
That's so funny.
I almost punched Becca, dude.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I would never do that. She's next to me, so that's why I'm fucking with her.
Dude, she scoffed at your life-size statues, didn't she?
Dude, she texted me. She's like, "Get the fuck out of here with that."
It's funny.
Luminar in the house. What's up, Bob Dylan? Dude, thanks to everyone for joining.
How many do you have watching?
16.
Legends.
Ooh,
It's awesome.
Riley's age.
When Optical shows up, it's going to be 30.
Oh, yeah, bro.
People leaving.
Wow.
You know what's funny, Riley? I know you're 19, right?
Yeah, just turned 19.
Dude, I gotta say, man, for being 19, you're pretty chill. 'Cause I feel like if you were like a normal 19, I would have been like, dude, fuck this guy already.
What do you mean?
Dude, a lot of
What,
19-year-olds.
you think young people are annoying?
I don't think they are. There's a difference. I don't think they are.
Carlos
bro.
is savage on game streams, dude. He just...
No, you're not wrong. Yeah.
You know what
Nah,
I mean?
dude.
You happen to be the exception, dude. There's a lot of 18 and 19-year-olds to be talking. I was like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But you're the exception, bro.
Oh, appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I don't know what happened to you, but it was good.
Nice. Don't know what happened.
Oh,
He was raised well, dude.
I
Yeah,
guess
man.
so, dude. Because dude, even my niece sometimes can be a bit annoying.
Yeah. I feel you, bro.
She's like
She's
17.
Always chill.
Yeah, I've realized that. Oh yeah, so you want to know, Will? I pre-ordered the weather version and the clean version to Beyonce. You want to know? my
Why'd you
thoughts
get
why?
both?
Well, one, you know
What's
what?
value?
No. God, please, don't start that again. People in the chat are gonna.
What'd you say?
I said, don't start that. People in the chat are.
I didn't hear what
gonna go at it
Riley
again.
said, though. What'd he say?
He wants
For
value.
Oh,
For
yeah.
value. No. Okay. So here's the thing. One, I really like Jazz Inc.'s features. Even though they're features I'll never use, like the smoke and all that, I just like those features. I think they're pretty cool, right? I think he's already done he's already done a vehicle. He's already done the cockpit. I'm like, dude, you have to progress. He's already done the 1966. He has to get better. There's no way you get worse, right? I mean, I guess you could, but that's what I'm expecting.
Right.
A statue and a figure are significantly different. Why Queen how to even get Viper in, and a 1/6 figure to even a vehicle is significantly different. So it's Queen's first vehicle. You know what I mean? Unless they come in with like a really great materials, I don't think I would just get the Queen one. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
It's true.
that's how I see it at least.
Is.
Optical.
Man, the myth, the legend himself.
What up, bitches?
What's up?
Bro, where you been? Beating the meat or what?
For real, man.
I do that every day, so
Okay.
gotta be consistent.
you gotta get a good practice routine.
Hey, man, consistency is the key.
Practice
When you're
makes
sick,
perfect.
twice as hard, bro, so you can get all the sickness out.
Hey, flush it out. Flush it out of your system.
Optical dude. Carlos, did he tell you about he bought 2 Jazz Inc. Batmobiles?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I know.
That's
he's
the whole
as dumb as he
explanation
looks.
Jesus.
It's crazy.
You're
He
the
bought
one
the
who
weathered
bought a
version and the
Legolas?
clean version, bro.
Oh yeah, I got both. It doesn't mean I'm gonna keep them both though. I want to see what Queen Studios and them are doing.
I would just get the weathered.
Well, I want to see again if Queen Studios comes in and they're like, hey, we have like I don't know, the interior is real leather and the engine is real die cast.
You
I'm
think
be
that
like,
they'll
okay.
do like the feature with the audio or whatever? I feel like that's what's really cool about Jazz Inc. How you can have
I mean, I
like
don't
the
go-
noise and stuff.
I mean,
I
if
don't
they
think
do
they
like,
that.
if the interior is leather and all that shit, I'll probably go with Queen. Because I mean, I'm only saying that because they did the same thing with the Joker, right? So
I think they'll
You
do
do some-
that for sure.
then
I
I'll
think they'll
probably
do that.
go. Then I'll
That'd
go
be
with
really
Queen.
cool.
But
It's a
just
10-day.
them.
10-day
What?
pre-order. The window.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Yeah. But if they just release a vehicle and it's plastic, it's their first vehicle. I don't know if I would really want to.
I don't think they would do plastic. Yeah,
That's my
they'd have
point,
to
though.
make it more unique or whatever.
And I know a few people have said this, but Optical, you've had this. Do you think the Tumbler or even the camel version? Because I've heard it's just a lot of plastic. Like it's not very.
It's
like,
heavy though, so I can't imagine that being die-cast.
but
It's
it
already
looks-
heavy.
It looks good, but I've heard it's like not as like great as people make it seem to be. Is that true?
No, it is good. I mean,
is good?
if they said
Okay.
if they say it's flimsy, I don't even know what they're gonna do with that tumbler. Are they playing around with it? Because it's not meant to be played around.
Well, the
Yeah.
Bat Pod's a
Roll it
little
down the
flimsy, isn't
street.
it, Optical?
Yeah.
Huh?
The Bat Pod's a little flimsy, right?
The bad part
think
because
so.
the way they attach the handle, it's not just too good. It's just the way they engineer that thing is not good.
Yeah,
So it
I've
keeps
heard
on
some
falling
people
down,
break off
yeah.
a lot of stuff, like when they
Yeah.
run it and stuff.
It sucks. It sucks.
I don't. Yeah, should I still stick with the tumbler though? I probably should.
I think I would get the tumbler. That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm not-
I mean you like the movie, so
Yeah, I'm not gonna get the Bat Pod, but I'll probably get the tumbler.
I wonder if like another company would make a tumbler, like a.
Maybe Queen. Uncommon Flex said, "Will you and Carlos have me looking at statues, dude?" That's on Carlos, not me.
Dude, you guys
don't
did
pay
that
attention
me.
to Will.
You
Okay.
guys poisoned my mind. I agree.
Dude,
with
I
what
told
said.
you. I told you.
Yeah,
Get away from.
Carlos is getting me into J&D. I swear. That's a whole.
Dude,
different
I didn't get you into J
Your
and D.
fault.
You were.
Yeah, it's your fault. It's your
You were
fault,
like,
bro.
you were like, should I get Prime or Queen? I was
Okay,
like,
I
bro.
don't sound like that. I don't sound like that. You know?
You're so mean.
I was like, bro,
Oh
if you're gonna
my
get a
God.
statue, get something that's actually, that you're gonna love and it's gonna look great. Wait for a J&D and then make up your mind, because then you have all three. And J&D, let's be honest, it's gonna probably be the best.
But I want it now.
Ooh, tell me about your NRD.
Oh my god, not this again.
Tell me about whether you bought J and D or Queen.
Did you guys like streamed earlier or something?
Nah, we
We
started
did.
like
People
15
were-
minutes ago or something.
People were hating on me.
What the? What?
Said Carlos isn't going to buy Queen's version to Kautry. I'm going to buy it because I want to. Carlos will buy and sell them all. He's only a year or so from converting to life-size Infinity Bust. I mean, that sounds fair.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna get the Queen Batman statue because I don't like the base. I don't think I like it with the car or whatever.
Bob Dylan, look at this. Carlos won't buy a hot toy, but would drop over $1,000 for a scribble. Yeah, because that scribble's worth more than your collection, bro. That's
You're a savage,
You mean like an
bro.
autograph, a scribble? Is that what he means?
yeah, that's what he means. Dude, I'd rather have an RDJ signature than all these other figures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Lane's here.
Lane's here?
Yeah, he's there.
Dude, I haven't talked to Lane in like months. I feel like. Where's he been at?
Where is Lane?
I don't
Oh,
know.
he's online. Should I invite him?
Combing is a Batgirl.
Oh, wait, do we have to back out?
No, it should
you
just
guys
put us
back
in a
out?
new match. Optical, are you with us?
No.
All right, we're gonna back
Yeah,
out because we're
All right,
yeah,
back
there's
out.
a lot of players.
It's a dead
Wait,
lobby
do
anyways.
I have to quit too, or does that?
Yeah,
automatically-
you
Yeah,
quit
you
out.
quit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right, cool.
this game's kind of old.
Dude, Will, I was gonna
What's
ask you. You're still getting that quarter scale, the Queen Joker, the
Yeah,
artist one?
the artist edition. Yeah, I got that on
Yeah,
pre-order.
because I heard about that whole thing with like the Viper. What did you think of that? You saw
Yeah,
that, right?
so originally they
was
said
that
that
about?
Viper was going to be hand painting every single one, and then they kind of I think backtracked on that. So
How does that make you feel?
Because he's overlooking it, right, or something like that. Like
yeah,
not
he's
actually
like
painting them.
he's the manager. He's the district
And I
manager.
saw like people got kind of mad at that. Like I saw some messages.
Yeah, I mean
Will,
that
how
was.
does that make you feel?
I was gonna say, what do you
well, I
think
don't
of
know. Was it past the 3-day window or like?
Oh, God. Exactly.
No, I'm just kidding, bro. I don't know. I honestly forgot about it because you know why I didn't really care because I saw the videos and the photos they put out and it looks fantastic. So
Even if it looks like that, does it really matter?
if it
Viper
looks
did
like that, I don't
saying.
really.
It looked
As long as
exactly
it
like the
came out
photo.
exactly like
Yeah.
what I was expecting it to look like, then I really don't care.
Right.
Yeah. No, I just saw like people mad. Oh, I'm canceling this. I was
Like
what
if the
the-
product
like,
ends up
bro.
being the same, then yeah.
Yeah,
That's true though. Bob
Well,
Dylan said Viper will be autographing every box. He is. I think he signs like the plaque you get or whatever with it. So
That's pretty cool.
But that's the thing though, right? And I do kind of care because if they said that he's going to be doing it and they doesn't end up doing it, isn't that a problem? It's like you bought.
Yeah, it
now,
is.
You bought it.
Yeah,
if you
no,
bought
they
it
didn't,
because
yeah.
you believe like he was going to do it, and that's the only reason why, or it wasn't. It was a convincing factor. And I could see why people could be upset.
Yeah, that
about
was
it.
like
But
that was like false advertising.
because to
now,
me,
like,
yeah,
this
but to
shit.
me, like because Tukathy makes a good point. As long as the end result is good, it doesn't matter. Like if the end result is the same, then yeah, for sure. But it's not ideal, no doubt
Right.
about it. It's definitely misleading.
Well, that's the thing. If you said, "Oh, you know what? I really want this one because Viper is good and I like his work, and that's why I'm doing it."
Right.
You
Sure.
know what I mean? Then
But
that's
what,
maybe-
what if it looks like Viper did it? What if they just didn't say anything and Viper really didn't? do
Right. Yeah. I mean, he might
Yeah.
have.
Right.
Well,
What
Optical,
if-
you've seen the videos. It looks fantastic.
it?
So
Right.
Yeah.
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 it
Oh,
came
yeah,
out really
it looks
nice.
Amazing.
No,
So-
you make good points, Optical. But that's a problem. They should have just not came out and said shit. You know?
No,
Like,
yeah.
That's me and Will were talking about this. They're trying to get two types of collectors: the one who collects about exclusivity and the one the typical collector. You gotta pick one or the other.
Right.
You can't
right.
have both. You know, like I know where they're going to 1/6. It's because they want the mass crowd. You know, like they
Right.
want the masses. You can't please both, so just pick a lane. Otherwise, you just look like you're just lying and trying to please everyone. When in reality, you can't. You can't please everyone.
No, you can't. You certainly cannot. But I mean, I think that Joker is going to be the 1/6 is going to come out great.
Dude, that's
So
yeah, for sure. 3 days, bro. 3-day window.
yeah, I know, man. Jedi Knight. So Graham in the house. What's up, Graham? Tukathri in the house. As long as end result. Lane said, "Is there any chance you might be picking up Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga?" No.
Oh, my son wanted that, so maybe Lane, you can play with him.
What is
Lego
what,
fucking Star Wars, man.
what is
My
this
son
creature?
loves those Lego shit.
What is the creature on the screen?
Oh shit.
Um,
I'm unmuted, huh? Fuck.
Optical Carlos is eating McDonald's fries right now. So
Yeah.
That's awesome.
yeah, I don't know. Did you, Carlos? Does this fries have value long term?
You can display
Are they
it.
exclusive?
Is it a 3-day purchase window?
He's not listening to me.
He's on mute.
He's ignoring me.
He's eating, bro.
His
Yeah.
mouth is
Even say
stuffed again,
something.
as
we-
usual.
We were talking. Yeah, we were
Wow.
talking about it optical. We were talking about the exclusivity factor. There's a lot of good points made. So
By whom?
not Carlos.
Exactly, that's my point. Yeah.
Carlos sucks.
Yeah. No, Carlos made some really good points. But it's funny, optical. I asked him like what 5 pieces you would want in your collection, like things you either currently have or that exist on pre-order or whatever. And this mother effer listed 5 life-size statues.
Such
Like-
a baller. I was like, wow,
I know.
bro.
He was like, "Oh, the Mark III life-size 1-to-1, Mark 50 1-to-1." I was like, "Okay."
No, I listed the Mark III life size, R2D2 life size. What else did I say? Oh, Joker, Heath Ledger life size.
Yeah, Boba Fett or Darth Vader, whatever it was.
Boba Fett life size, and then the 1/3 Darth Vader because I don't have a life size.
Bro, if Queen or J&D got the Star Wars license, I think I'd be like a Mario. I'd sell everything, I think. I'd
You
just go
wouldn't.
statues. I think I
Would
would.
you?
I honestly think I would.
But see, that's the thing, Riley. So an optical, I talk about this. That's why Carlos, I've held back from doing it. I kind of like having both, but you would buy with the Hot Toys budget you have. How many statues would be able to buy a year? Maybe like tops, like 6.
No,
Like,
you have
I
to
mean-
have money. You have
Yeah.
to have money. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'm not
Yeah.
rolling in it. So my Hot Toys budget would obviously disappear, but I'd have less things, right? So
And not only that, space. Like, how
Yeah,
long can you
space.
hold off? Because
True.
now,
Yeah.
if your house can only, I don't know, like accommodate 5 statues, that means you gotta
right.
turn it over all the time. So
Yeah.
I don't know how fun is
true.
that, but
I guess, but at the same time, like let's say it could only hold 5 or 10 or whatever, right? That also gives you a good ending point where it's like, okay, like if I really want, like I really gotta love these pieces at the same time. You know what I mean? It kind of puts you. It's like
I
when
don't
people-
know, man. I don't know if guys like Will would actually be done.
Mm.
He's the type of guy who would like get the piece and then move on to the next piece.
Right.
It's true.
Right.
I did
see
buy
that.
Legolas, so
Yeah.
That's-
I don't know. I feel like I would look at it in. I don't know. I'm probably not the right example here, but it's like when people have like, let's say, I don't know, because I've seen if you have like 10 module cases and it's like, okay, this is it. Once this is filled, that's it. You know what I mean? We're not upgrading. We're not doing anything. It's like what's the one dude from the Netherlands? I think Figure Focus.
1/6
oh
figure
yeah,
focus.
he's
Yeah.
from Ireland.
Oh, Ireland. Like he has this like, this is all I have, right? This is all my spaces. That's it. After this, I'm not upgrading. I'm not do like there's everything. So it keeps you really focused on what you love or really want to do. Gives you a nice ending point, you know?
It's true.
Yeah.
But it's also hard because a lot of people like to expand.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did Queen?
Yeah, and then
did-
you see the pieces constantly being upgraded as well, so they're moving past behind
Yeah.
you. I think that only works if you go cold turkey or if you really found another hobby that you're gonna completely, stay away from Hot Toys or statue, and then you'd be like, all right, from here on out, I'm just gonna lift weights. I'm not even
Right.
gonna look at that.
Yeah.
But look at Easy Collectibles. Like what he does is he has those module cases, and that's all he does. And then he'll go through a phase and then like sell them all, buy brand new ones to like replace it, and then he'll sell them all. You know what I mean? So he cycles through his stuff pretty regularly.
right.
That's
Yeah.
what I just said. Like, if you do that, with statue, then the turnaround is gonna be quick, because what if you get bored? You get bored in 5
That's
months
true.
because the next piece is like a year away from here. You're gonna lose a lot of money that way. So
Yeah, it's true.
in a way,
Yeah.
it depends on how you look at this hobby. Is this something that, if you're the type of collector who is just like, you know what, I just want an Iron Man, and if I have that, I'm good. Will's gonna have to quit YouTube when he does that. I mean, what is he gonna talk about? It's like, because the more if you put your mindset to that, that means you don't have to go to Sideshow to avoid any temptation of picking up more stuff.
Right.
If you stay away from that, you might as well quit YouTube, because what are you gonna talk about?
Yeah, right.
Like,
I'm not gonna be able to
nothing.
talk about any Hot Toys anymore.
Yeah. So that end point is more like for those like super, if you just love Boba Fett and that's all you collect, and then you got your best piece and you're like, all right, I'm gonna ride off the sunset and deal with my car again and stay away from
Did
Facebook
Queen
and all that
actually
stuff.
reveal the Gandalf? Because Tukathri's saying there was a reveal, but I can't find
They
anything.
thought it was a picture.
Yeah, it was
like
a picture, but I don't know if he's talking about. Did they actually show the figure yet?
Let me see.
They're probably gonna use Asmus' picture.
He's
Oh,
yeah,
you
probably.
heard about that?
Well,
That they
so
they
Osco, did
supposedly
you
use
see
a-
that, bro? Like that people were saying it's a Photoshop. Like
That's
it's
what
a
I saw.
yeah.
That like the silhouette or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a promo photo from The Hobbit. People think, but I don't know.
Apparently, somebody digged it up and I saw the photo.
I don't
mean, if
buy it,
that's the
bro.
actual thing, that's awesome. You know.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
but Carlos was like, yeah, I don't think it's real because they'd have to be so stupid to do that. Like yeah, I think it's a
Doesn't make
figure.
sense. I don't think it's fake.
I mean, I don't know, man. We're talking about Queen here.
Oh,
yeah, it's true.
3-day, man. 3-day.
So Queen was saying, so what is going on now? Queen is saying that they didn't do it.
I don't know if they
But,
said anything.
Oh, the 3-day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, the 3-day window, you mean?
Yeah, are they saying?
That's
that
what
it-
John said, supposedly. Yeah.
I don't
he
believe
said
that for
that.
1 second, man.
So here's,
I think
here's
John
how
went on a
that-
bunch of different live streams and said
I
that.
don't believe that for 1 second.
So what
But I
happened
think all the
after those
retailers are
events-
like calling BS. I think.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gave the resellers the go ahead. It's like, you know what, solicit more, because
Right.
they probably didn't get enough pre-order.
Optical. It's
I'm
either
surprised
one
they
of two
didn't, though.
opposites. They got enough, or they got so many they had to reopen it. They were like, we can get more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude, what happened? Yeah, so
I
what
doubt they got so many. It's still $1,000.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like a lot of people were excited about it, though. So I feel like
Yeah,
they
it's
did
one
get
thing
a
to
lot
be
of
excited.
orders.
A lot of
Yeah,
people
but
were
then to
excited
buy it,
about
yeah,
like
sure.
Lando as well.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Nobody
true.
got it.
And he's
true, yeah.
250 or 235.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's low.
Dude,
Look,
there was
when Mace window comes out, he's gonna be like Lando as well.
Yeah.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
every figure's gonna sit. There's no
Probably,
exceptions.
yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter
I
what
don't
figure.
know about that,
The fucking Battle Damage 85 is gonna sit, bro. Everything.
Yeah, it is. And that's probably the most
Um,
pre-ordered figure ever, I would think.
Did you see Optical that basically what happened is Queen said they didn't do it, they have no idea, whatever. And then a reseller sent over information that basically they don't get it from Queen, they get it from a distributor, and they said, and it was a quote which was a hey, it said something like, hey, we just met with Queen, and you can go on ahead and greenlight the pre-orders again, report daily numbers.
Yeah.
That's what the reseller was told by the distributor.
If
And
it's
when-
one reseller, let's say Kit Chen or whatever,
yeah,
he probably pre-ordered a lot, right? Like he pre-ordered a lot
Right.
from Queen, and he didn't meet it.
but it was every
most-
reseller,
every reseller.
single one.
Yeah, Queen
At the same
gave
time.
them the go signal. Yeah. And now it backfired on their face, and now they gotta, backtrack and.
That's what
But
I'm
why
saying, though.
lie
I don't-
about it?
I don't
Because
know
if
how
you
they
lie
can
about it, it's
lie
just gonna make it
twice,
worse.
Because yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like if they
Or
lie
maybe
again,
John
people
just
are
doesn't
gonna,
know. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe. Because people are gonna find the truth nonetheless. So I don't
Yeah.
see what's the
Maybe-
point of them
maybe-
lying twice.
Maybe they just feel like, I don't know,
Yeah.
they can just
Like they're
the
trying to save
reseller.
face. Like they're just like,
Yeah,
oh no. let's-
dude, it's
They
kind of
know
like
the resellers are not gonna come out and actually be like, yeah, fucking Queen said it. Like they're not gonna
Right.
do that. 'cause
Yeah.
they don't
They're
wanna
just
lose
gonna
business.
throw. See, they threw somebody who you don't even know exists. This middleman.
Exactly.
but
Yeah.
but if anything, Hot Toys is gonna look at this and be like, really, this is your savior, Queen Studios? Like
That's
that's
what I said, like, they have
that's
no-
what
they have
they're
nothing to
probably
worry about.
laughing when Hot Toys is like, yeah, let
Right.
them shoot
That
themselves in the
was- 'cause
foot.
That wasn't a good look at all.
That's what I told you, bro. I was like, they're like Apple, bro. They're looking at it and being like, you guys want us to communicate with you bitches for this? Like, fuck that.
Right.
She was like, "Did you see
Yeah.
the polls that you guys are having?"
Yeah, I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah,
What's
they
this?
literally chose Arkham figures, which have been made already.
I know, dude,
right.
that was-
But that's the thing, dude. That's the thing. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, Queen was stupid for reopening the 3-day window. Like, you don't do that. It just doesn't make sense.
I don't
Let's
think
say
they
you did
should have done
whatever.
it, but I don't have a problem with it. Like,
Right. They
you
shouldn't
know,
have done it.
Yeah.
if that
They
makes
shouldn't have
sense.
done it. Yeah.
They shouldn't have done it, right? If they really used the photo for this Gandalf and it wasn't theirs and it was the one from the actual, like, real live photo, you gotta be a stupid motherfucker who's doing that, bro. Like, you gotta be really stupid to, like, think that's actually gonna fly. Like, you know what I mean? I'm hoping
Dude, they're
that's
new
not
to
that
1/6
guy.
community, man.
Yeah, they're used
They
to
don't-
statues.
They
Yeah.
don't know what
how
the shit they're going
salty
through.
People get.
I mean, they don't have common sense at that point, bro. You know what I mean? It's just basic, like, you know what I mean? It's like, and shit's starting to come out, like the whole Viper thing about the quarter scale. It's like, dude, you lied about that. Some people don't care. You opening the 3-day window, okay?
Yeah, it's
Hey,
true.
you're
There's like
lying
just
about-
like a lot of little
you're-
cracks here. And
You're
there.
lying about Gandalf. Like, if you're lying about Gandalf, it's like, dude, what are
So,
you doing? Like, you know what I
Graham
mean?
had put, John said he was told that Queen did not reopen the pre-orders and that they can't control what resellers do. But it just seems
Yeah,
very
every
coincidental.
reseller- That's what I'm saying. What he's saying is like, I guess every reseller just ordered an excess amount, so they were just able to open.
But they
just
all
happened to
reopened it at the
open
same
all
time?
at the same time.
exactly.
All at the same time.
Yeah,
All at the
it
same
doesn't make
time.
sense. Yeah.
Like, it
All
had
at
to
the
be a
same time.
massive conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, wouldn't they think
Yeah.
that people?
Well,
would
because
know that
Todd
they're
never
having
took it down. Todd had it up the whole time because he had excess stock,
Yeah.
but not
Yeah.
everyone had that.
But that's
Like-
the thing, though. But that's the thing, bro. It's like they made it seem like it was exclusive. They didn't say it was numbered, but when you're saying you have a 3-day window and it's $1,000, it's usually very exclusive, right? You're trying to make it very limited in a sense. It's like the fucking, you know, yeah, like that's what I believe. And now that you're not, they just shouldn't have done it to begin with.
They shouldn't
You
have
know
done
what I
it.
mean? They shouldn't have done it. They shouldn't have done it.
Because they made it sound like Viper's gonna do the reason why there's only 3-day window is because Viper himself is gonna do all these things,
Right, and now he's not.
and now he's not. So they probably didn't get enough orders. I mean, honestly, it's still $1,000, and again, they're catering to 1-6 people, not statue people.
Statues, right.
So they were probably like, oh shoot, we only have like, I don't know, let's say X amount of. It was like, okay, well, let's reopen that because, I mean, this is not gonna fly, you know, and
Right.
they're gonna be like, all right. That's the
I
thing.
heard
That's
it
what I
was
said
6,000.
earlier. Yeah, that's what I said earlier. They're trying to cater to both crowd, which is never gonna work. Never.
Right. I heard they got a total of 6,000 pre-orders. Unless I'm wrong, combining all versions of the figure. I was like, how many of them were the $1,000 rooted, and how many did they need?
Right.
Because you know what I mean. Because even Jazz Inc., which is interesting, dude, they were like, hey, we need 500 at least to
Well,
get this going.
that point,
And they got,
Carlos,
like,
might, and
300.
this is Heath Ledger Joker. This is not any run of the mill figure.
That's what I was
So
gonna say, yeah.
this, if you like I said, if you do this with Gandalf, like he's not gonna sell.
No,
Like,
no
you know,
No
like
one's
you list,
gonna buy
you list,
Gandalf for $500.
dude, you
No
can
one.
list a rooted Gandalf for 500 and no one will buy it. Like
No
that's
one's gonna buy Gandalf for a non-rooted for $350. I can guarantee you that.
right.
Well, no, look at Asmus. He's just
Look at
sitting there.
Asmus, yeah.
Well, they just did the crown version, wasn't it? 325 or 350?
Right. No, I said like
Yeah.
if they do Gandalf in non-rooted for $350, no one's gonna do that.
No,
How much do you think the rooted version needs to be?
I think it's got to be tops
350 to
400.
400,
350.
tops 400.
Yeah.
Even at 400, I think that's a stretch.
That is a stretch,
You
yeah.
have to
I
add the
guess it
tax
depends
and
what they
shipping,
include.
so-
Because I remember we felt the same way about Joker, and then
No,
they
dude,
gave
this
us- they gave
Joker,
us
this is
two.
Gandalf.
No. I mean, like, but even with Joker, we were like, dude, if it's $1,000, there's no way.
But it's a
But then they
2-pack.
gave us-
We thought it was
but
gonna
then
be a
they gave us
1-pack.
And
then-
again, dude, it's Joker. We're talking about Lord of the Rings here.
No. What I'm trying to say is that maybe they go and do like a $500 2-pack or a $600 where it's like Gandalf the Gray and then the white.
Right, no, Lord of the Ring fans are not gonna pay $500. Even if they are, there's only like 20 of them who's willing to spend $500
20 of
for a
them.
2-pack.
Really?
Are you guys gonna buy any of those? If the Gandalf
If
mean,
Gandalf is like
list?
300 or 350, then maybe.
300, 350 tops. And I'm a
For
huge,
rooted hair,
huge
right?
Lord of the Ring fans.
Me too.
I'm a
So
huge
I bought a
fan.
$2,700 Legolas. So I mean, you know.
We're talking about a franchise that died 20 years ago. So,
You really don't think that people would do a Gandalf
No.
white and gray for
No.
500?
Joker
That's
is their
like 250.
strongest product
That's
right
like-
now.
I don't
But
think
that's
they
like-
would do that low though, Carlos. For 500
I don't think
for
so
both of them
either.
rooted.
But that's my point. I don't but like I don't think they come out with a $300 or $350 rooted figure. I don't think they do.
That's why Hot Toys is not sweating. Because
Right.
the IPs that they have are shit.
Well, because
Right.
Marvel and Star Wars are the hotness, and Hot Toys has them. So
They might
Right.
they might be able to do the most realistic Gandalf ever for 400. The question is how many people are gonna buy that?
right.
That's another thing I'm
How
saying.
many
Like, look at the
1/6? How many 1/6,
long-haired Neo. Like,
And like, who's
gonna buy
buying a
that?
Paul
Dude,
Atreides
no,
for 400?
dude.
I mean, yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a
no.
reason why Hot Toys sticks with Star Wars, Marvel, and DC.
Right.
true.
'Cause
And
it's
they don't
Star
even really
Wars.
do DC, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
they
reason
really
why you
do.
don't see the one-offs. People were
That's
just
true.
like, why they should do this
Yeah.
more? Yeah, because no one's buying them.
Right.
At
Right.
250,
Yeah.
no one bought. Pennywise is still available at Big Bad, and it's
true.
a very good figure.
Right.
Right. That's the
He
thing,
just
though,
went
you
back
know?
in stock at Sideshow.
I think
Yeah,
with
he
these
did,
certain
yeah.
pieces, they're more meant for like statue collectors. You know what I mean? Who
Yes.
are gonna
Who's
want those,
willing
like,
to spend that much, and they
Yeah.
can price it high. I don't
Yeah.
like that half scale by Will. Like they price
Yeah.
it at 3,000, so they don't need to sell more.
Right.
Because, but they know that the statue collectors are willing to shell out that kind of money.
100%. Like I told Will, dude, I was like, if someone makes and again, I'm on a 1/3 kick. I know this. A 1/3 Gandalf and Legolas, I'll buy both if it was a statue. But I don't think I'm gonna get these 1/6. I just don't. I don't think I will. Like Joker is the exception. Maybe the Dark Knight's an exception. Certain things would be an exception, but
Did you do the
Gandalf.
Batman for the new Batman? 1/6.
It depends. I guess. Look, and I've said this on the stream. I think people underestimate how good Hot Toys fucking is.
Whoa!
Right. And for 515, that Hot Toy Batman it's gonna
Really
sit.
good.
It's gonna go down. They give you a lot of shit for it, and
Right.
they're updating the scope too. It's like, and honestly, I
Yeah,
don't need a
true.
rooted hair for that one because I'm never gonna have it with just the head scope, and I'm not into kit bashing, so I don't really care for it.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
Yeah.
So. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think, Optical?
Which one? Which character?
The Batman?
Oh, the Batman. So
the Queen is
Queen is
making
gonna do
one,
that.
right?
You're right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
Queen.
are.
Yeah, Queen can see if they made that rooted, right? Like they can't price it more than 400, because Hot Toys
Right.
does exist,
Right.
and
Right.
people
Yeah.
are just gonna buy a Hot Toys version.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Yeah.
the Hot Toys one, dude, the Hot Toys sculpt is gonna look so good when they update it. I'm sure it will.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It already looks good.
And
They already
let's be
look good.
honest, are you really gonna display your Batman with the head sculpt? Maybe some people will, but I know I won't. I won't really.
Right.
Wait, is
You know,
Queen
I
even
think-
gonna
I
root
think
the Batman's hair because it looks sculpted in the picture they showed?
Yeah, it's sculpted.
Yeah,
That photo
it's
was sculpted.
sculpted.
I don't think.
I don't
would
think they're
do-
gonna do a rooted for him.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, let's
So
say
doesn't make
if
sense.
you're Queen, okay, you did that Batman sculpted, not rooted. How much do you need to price it?
Right. For people not to get the Hot Toys.
I think like
Right. Like,
three-
what do you need to do? Because
You'd
Hot
have to
Toys, we already
undercut them,
know.
I feel. I think you'd have to undercut
You
them.
gotta price yourself at 250 because their Batman is 300.
Or maybe
Right.
you price yourself the same, but you have like die-cast things and
Yeah, that's
accessories.
what I'm saying. They could
I
do
don't
that.
know,
Yeah.
something
They could
small
make,
or
like, specific pieces.
you know what
An
I mean?
extra
Like-
accessory or something.
Yeah, like something where it's like, or I was even telling Will, like maybe they do it where like they bundle it with the Batmobile. Highly unlikely, but I don't know, just something where like I feel like if Hot Toys and they're the same quality, and one has die-cast accessories, even though you're not even gonna be able to tell from far, maybe that was something people will go for. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard. It's hard for sure.
Or what if you drop the price so much and make it like a slim figure? Let's say that Batman, right? Like, let's be honest. Like, yes, it doesn't matter if it has a lot of accessories. Do you really use them, or do they stay in the
Right,
box?
no, right.
What if you just create a Batman figure with a second head sculpt and price it for 200? Forget about his accessories. Just
But that's the thing. I don't
Just a
think
figure.
They would do. I don't think they would do that.
I think at that
but
point. it
how
hurts
can you
your
compete with
brand.
Hot Toys though?
Yeah.
It hurts you. It
Yeah.
hurts your brand from being cheap at that point. And I don't think Queen is trying to do that because then it just. I don't think they're trying to.
Yeah,
I think they're trying to be
it's-
like premium like Hot Toys. I think they don't want to get to like Asmus prices.
Yeah, but like if you can buy an iPhone, like an actual iPhone, would you buy something that kind of looks like an iPhone for the same price? The iPhone is Hot
No.
Toys, by the way. So
No, you wouldn't, right? Obviously.
you wouldn't. So the only way you're gonna buy the kind of iPhone is if it's cheaper. If its functions the same, it looks the same.
Make it
That's-
sort of it though. Like maybe they can make the bat symbol
well,
on
that's
his
hard
chest
because-
like removable. Like
Because
that.
I just don't see him being better as far as articulation, accessories than Hot Toys. Hot Toys
It's
been
hard,
doing this
it's
for
hard.
20
hard.
years. They
It's
can't. They all of a sudden they can't wake up and be like, oh, our accessories are better, but you're
Yeah.
also $100 more. So or
That-
$50 more.
The
That's the
reason,
thing, right?
yeah, the
We-
reason
we-
Queen is winning with the Joker is because there is no Hot Toys Joker right now.
Because
Right,
there's no
so-
Hot Toys Joker. Yeah.
Which we talked about. I think Queen and Jazz Inc. and all these companies do shit that Hot Toys isn't doing because you don't have to compete with them. Or like Queen is doing the DeLorean. I hope they do the first version of the DeLorean because they're not competing with them and they're going after that secondary market price. now.
Yeah, they shouldn't go head to head with Hot Toys because they're gonna lose.
Well, not with the DeLorean from the second movie, but release the one from the first one, and I think they'll be okay. You know what I mean? Like, don't go head to head, against Hot Toys. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. I just don't see a lot of people going that route with let's just pretend, okay? You get a rooted version of Queen for the Batman, and it's $450 or some shit, dude, or even $420. You can spend $90 more, and you get all this stuff the Hot Toys comes with because it's what $515.
Yeah, with the
I'm
bat
sure-
And you
signal
have
and all
to
that.
add- you have to
Yeah.
add all
And
the
you get the
shipping and
bat-
taxes, so it's not.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
dude,
like
let's-
five.
let-
It's already gonna be. Yeah.
Well, oh, right, Queens, right, exactly. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be pretty comparable, and then at that point, I think they lose. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I
Yeah.
think they should focus on figures.
I think
that
Hot Toys
are
is gonna
old.
make that Batmobile too. I think they're gonna make it.
I don't know, man.
No, I
don't
think
know.
they will. 100%. I
But
think
see-
I think if Queen and Jazz Inc. like they should have them for pre-order, I think Hot Toys has to do it. I think they'll do it. Because,
But for certain things like that, I would care though. Like, that I'm kind of weird about. I'm probably and I'm probably very, very small minority. Like, if Queen was to do a die-cast engine and like real leather interior, I would probably still pick that over a Hot Toy. You know what I mean? Just because I know it's just more
But
quality.
how much would the Batmobile be like for
But that's
Queen
my
if they
point.
did
Like,
that?
okay, like
Yeah.
let's say if Hot Toy is 1,000 and then Queen is like 1,400, 1,500. I don't see that. I would probably do that honestly. But if it's like 2,500 or like,
I don't even
just
think
some-
Hot Toys would price it at 1,000. I think they'd make it like 900, 850.
But that's my
for a
point though.
Batmobile.
Like if the Queen is only like $400 or $500 more, for me that would be okay. But
Worth
I'm
it.
also in the minority of like that group of people who will think that's okay. You know what I mean? So it's kind of difficult.
I just think that
Yeah.
that Hot Toys can make the cheapest one, so I don't see why they wouldn't.
which is
do it.
which is the best for the masses because that's what 1.6 is, right?
Right.
Dude,
People
I
wanna-
think Queen came in here with no strategy. Honestly, I think they came in with a Joker, but they don't know what they're doing. Like, it was like, oh, we're gonna out quality Hot Toys. It's like, dude, you're not fighting Asmus here. You're fighting Hot Toys.
Right.
Right.
You out quality Hot Toys. Now you gotta price it a lot higher.
Right.
It was like,
Which-
oh, we want to maintain our standards. It was like, are you like saying Hot Toys does not have standards? It's like, no.
Hot Toys has been
they-
the standard. Yeah.
Hot Toys
Right,
is
yeah.
the standard.
Which is
When we
what I
talk-
said, right? They have to go and compete against things that Hot Toys are doing as old or other companies like Asmus, but at the same time, you can't outprice yourself where, like, you know what I mean? If you are doing a rooted Gandalf, you can't go and price it at like 320 because you've seen Asmus doesn't sell.
But that Queen Joker does look pretty good, to be fair. So it's going to be hard for Hot Toys to top it, but can they? Totally. Like,
Yeah.
are they capable of it?
Well, I think the main
Absolutely.
thing is the rooted hair. 'Cause Hot Toys are not.
I
obviously they've shown
I feel like they
terrible
have to
rooted
do
hair.
rooted hair now.
Yeah, but like the question
Here's
is, it's
something,
not
Will.
gonna look as good with Hot Toys because
Here- here- I think it's been proven, bro. 1/6 collectors don't give a fuck about rooted hair.
For Heath Ledger Joker, they do.
Well,
I mean, if they did, then they would have been open. You know what I mean? So the pre-order.
Oh,
wouldn't
you mean
have been
but
open.
I think it's because
Yeah.
the price too. But
I
Dude,
don't-
like, I
honestly,
think-
don't see it.
Dude, I think Queen came in here thinking that, oh, we're gonna release this Joker and people are gonna move over. I was like, dude, you look at your lineup. Dune? Really?
right,
it's just-
yeah.
yeah,
And another
that's true.
Batman? I was just
Yeah,
like,
that was stupid.
I'm telling you, the only way they would sway 1/6 people if they do the same product as Hot Toys. Because if they don't do the same product as Hot Toys, they'll be better, of course, because Hot Toys doesn't have that. But how many
Right.
are they gonna sell?
Right.
You know, like, is this gonna be like Alita from Hot Toys? There's a reason why Hot Toys doesn't want to do those things, because they don't sell. Now, if
Right.
they want something that does sell, how many are they gonna sell, and how are they gonna compete with Hot Toys? I think they
Yeah.
gotta make a name for themselves first, before they start making these, you know, like Terminators, or because they're not like
Yeah.
right now. I don't think Terminator's gonna sell as much as they think it would.
I don't
That's
think
how
so, yeah.
collectors are. They'll be like, oh, I love this. And then they're gonna make it, and they're gonna sell, what, like 600 units?
Yeah, yeah. It has to be one of those things where like it's so good, but the price just oh they just give you so much where I think it would be justifiable for some collectors. But you're right. Like if they come in and they're like, hey, we have this rooted hair Gandalf, and it's 275 or 285, I think that's a really good price for it. And I think
Well,
a lot of
I
collect-
do think that they should take those polls with a massive grain of salt. Like
Right.
I
Oh,
really
yes,
think
yes.
they're. Like I said, like for some of the shit that I saw on there that was winning and stuff, I was like, guys,
Like what?
come on
Oh
now.
my god, it's
No
so
one's
dumb.
gonna
Like I
buy
said,
stuff
like
that.
the video game thing, Optical Last of Us was like top 5, but then it was like fucking Arkham Batman was number 1. I'm like, that figure exists, like in multiple
Yeah.
versions. I like
Why'd
it's.
they make
right.
why'd they make a pull for mobile games? You guys see
I don't
that?
know.
Like,
And
is-
everyone
who-
said not to do mobile games.
who's-
Yeah.
Well, it was like, we're
like, I don't know
buying.
what that
We
was.
want to get Queen because they make so realistic figure, and you want video game character named Arkham.
I want Dragon Ball Z, so I want that shit.
Well, I want Last of Us. I
Well, it
want Last
depends,
of Us.
'cause, yeah,
Optical and I
was
would
gonna
get
say, I'm
that.
sure you guys would love a Last of Us rooted hair Joel.
Yeah.
and, like that would.
I don't
But
think you
dude,
would need to root
but-
their hair.
I
I
don't
don't.
even need a rooted
realistic
hair,
type of
right?
game.
I think for
Dude,
those
Dragon
it would
Ball
just be
Z,
good.
I just need a Joel with a neck. Yeah.
Dude, Dragon Ball Z, a Dragon Ball Z will sell so well overseas though, so that's one of those that I think would do well.
I don't think they'll do that. I think that's a waste of their talent, really.
Really? You think so?
I mean, it's anime. Like
Code of
people
Ikiya
buy
could do that.
$200.
I think in the Asian markets they do. Maybe not here, because you have to remember they said our main market's the Asian market, right? Or China,
Well,
right?
they did an anime poll, and Attack on Titan was in there too.
And Dragon Ball Z was one.
Yeah.
And in Asia, bro, that's a huge market, bro. You know.
Yeah,
It's
but like,
it's
how
Iron Man.
realistic
It's a
could you
huge
like?
market.
Right, like how realistic would you do that?
for
Because
anime.
Bandai made one that looks like the cartoons.
That's what I'm saying. Like, those
Well,
look
it's not even
exactly
1.6
like the
though.
cartoon.
It's like 1.9, right? Or 1.9.
Yeah, but like you know, like, are you willing? Like, if you are the average collector, was like, are you willing to pay $200 for just because it's bigger? I don't know.
Carlos would, but I don't know if everyone would.
I mean, I would, yeah. But I mean, I feel like also people are. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because I mean, even like 3-0 with like some of these Walking Dead figures, they're like what 175.
And
or
they
some
all
shit like
drop
that.
in value, except for Negan,
Yep.
I guess. But yeah.
Oh, dude, I wish Queen would do that. I doubt they would ever.
They said, I think they said Walking Dead they were gonna do.
3-0 can't sell shit for like 180.
Right.
I mean,
yeah, that's true. I mean, their
Yeah.
quality is like not as obviously won't be. as
that
good, but
Jamie
still.
looks like a Hot Toys, and he's still out there.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things, right? Where it has to be like people want just love Hot Toys, so they'll just buy whatever. But it's also like if Queen released, like let's say they released a Rick Grimes, and it's just amazing.
Dude, that would be
Maybe
so
that's
badass.
maybe him and Daryl will be one of the few that make it.
Right.
But it's even then, how much do you want to spend for a Walking Dead figure?
Not over
That's
300.
Not 400.
You know what I
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my point. And because we're not talking about statues, we're talking about a figure. You know what I mean? The average collector dude, who, you know, like Moon Knight, who is a sexy motherfucker figure, and people have a problem with 285 and there's no head sculpt, but
Right.
dude, and it's a great looking dude.
Dude,
some
that's
people
what
become-
I'm talking about. Like, if you're Queen, right? Like that Moon Knight, it's
What'd you think of
285.
it? What'd you
It
think of it,
looks
by the
good.
way?
I mean, I think it looks good. I think it
Dude,
looks. I
that
mean,
looks like a toy. Did you hear about
that is what Hot Toys wanted. You know, they're not gonna use pleather. You can pose it. It doesn't have any joints exposed. See, you guys are saying it's expensive for 285, right? Which is true. And then you want Queen to retain their, what do you call
The
this?
quality.
The quality, so they can't price themselves down. How are they gonna compete? It's like, just like they don't
Right.
stand a chance. Nothing.
Right. You're right. That's the thing, right? Moon Knight, in my opinion, is an amazing. Like, it looks so good that I'm like, damn. I don't even collect random 1/6, and I would run out just happy because it looks so good, in my opinion. And it's like you want Queen to come here with the best looking skull, rooted hair, real pubes, and then be 200.
Real
like,
pubes.
you know what I mean? Like 250. You know what I mean? Like.
Dude, like if I was Queen, like I'm saying this right now, they don't stand a chance competing head to head with Hot Toys. They just
They don't.
zero chance. Zero. If they started like going for the one-offs, they could. They can price it for $600 if they
But
want.
what's a one-off? What's a one-off?
Like
Not,
the
not
ones
Batman.
that, not Batman, right? Like, you know,
Oh,
80s
yeah, that's
movies.
true. They do specific movies and stuff.
They-
Like,
Even
like
bad,
Terminator.
even
You mean
bad.
like Terminator figures?
Right, Terminator figures, Predator here and there. The
Yeah.
question is,
Predator,
how many are they gonna
Alien,
sell,
Alien.
right? If they sell
Alien, right.
1,000 units for 600, that's what, 6,000 or whatever the case is. Is that
2,000,
enough
right.
to pay for the license? I don't know.
I don't think they get enough for Alien and stuff like that.
Right,
think
like
so.
People would buy that.
That's
If
what,
I
that's why the
was them-
statues they only make like 500 or some shit because they're
Yeah,
like
it's true.
people are not gonna buy this, and some people are fans, but there's not like with the statue you can sell a certain amount because I'm sure the statue license has to be cheaper than a 1/6 license. I would assume so, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even
Optical,
know.
you would know more about that, right? Do you
No,
know
which one?
like is a statue license cheaper than a 1/6 license for certain figure or certain characters? Do you know that?
I
at
don't
all?
know. I don't know,
Or
man.
Will, do you know that?
No, I have no idea.
Idea.
Oh, okay.
Those
Well,
companies never share licensing rights or prices or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Well, what I'm saying is because like they made that Ripley, right, which I don't think looks
Yeah.
very good at all, and
Who,
you know what I
Prime
mean?
One?
It's like, yeah, the Prime
Yeah,
One,
Prime One.
and it's like, well, if they're making that, how many? What's the limited piece on that? You know what I mean? Is that gonna really sell? Or like the Scarlet Witch, they're only making 300 of them because they know there's not that many people who love Scarlet Witch that much who are gonna spend $1,200 on this shit.
Right.
King is
Yeah.
asking, it was like, what if Queen just, after Joker, just drops out?
I don't think they will.
That would suck.
Nah, I don't think. The question is, what's J&D gonna do? Like, what do you guys think that they're gonna do with 1/6?
Dude, I think they
You
might
they're gonna do
go.
it?
Dude, if I was J&D, I'd
What
stay
do you-
away.
I'll stay away too.
You close up shop. We're
Yeah,
not
no,
doing
no, no.
this.
I
Dude, you
think-
know
I
what we
think-
call J&D? The Hot Toys of Statue.
Right.
They're called the Hot Toys
yeah,
of statue.
that's true.
They're using Hot Toys as the barometer for J&D. And then you want to compete against your barometer, like Hot
Right.
Toys?
Wait, say that again, Optical.
We call J&D the Hot Toys of statues.
Like they're the shit, they're the best, right?
Yeah, they're the best.
Right.
And then now you want to compete with the actual Hot Toys in 1/6 format?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's my point. After seeing Queen and you right pawns go first, right? And then like it's like Apple, bro. You wait and see what other people do, and then you react to it. You're like, wait, if Queen is having this tough time, and we're J&D, so our shit's gonna be even more expensive. It's been clear, and it's gonna be again and again. 1/6 collectors don't give a fuck about exclusivity. Hey J&D, people don't give a fuck about your 1/6 figure that's gonna be $1,000, but you only make 500 of them. There's not that many people who are
There's
willing to
not many
pop up
people who thinks that way, right? They
Right.
just want what's cool and they want it now.
Yep.
I
That's it.
think, you know, like in business, you take a loss for the first 3 years. I think that's what Queen needs to do if they want to stay here. They can't. Even in the statue, they're not the best. They're like middle tiered. It's like
Yeah.
J&D, Prime One, and them.
They do have some misses for sure.
I don't think a lot of their hex cuts are very good. It's like
Yeah,
that
even
has-
that Scarlet Witch.
Even the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, I
it was
don't even think
it was
that's
like
that
an 8.
good.
Like it wasn't even that good.
I said 7.5, 8. I don't think
Dude,
it
I
looks
think the
good.
Hot Toys is probably better. Like,
Well, that's
the-
what
Well,
I
that
agree.
Loki is a
Yeah.
home run though. I'm a little biased,
I like
but
the Loki,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, the Loki is. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's not, but like that half scale Aquaman, it doesn't look very good. And the only reason they don't fuck up the half scale Iron Man is because there's no sculpts, bro. Right? Because that quarter scale Wonder Woman, it didn't look good. All right, like it looked pretty bad. Like let's just be honest about it. Like it looked pretty bad.
And they made that with that Batman one, the Christian Bale, and people didn't like that one, right? It was that
No,
I forget which
it
one it
didn't
was,
look
like
good
a
either.
1/3, and it didn't look that good. The head sculpt.
Right? It didn't.
Yeah.
I don't think it did.
Dude, if Queen comes out with that Batman for $300, and it's not better or worse than Hot Toys, which one would you get?
Me?
All of you.
It depends what they do with it. Like I
Let's
don't know
say
what,
it's
like,
exact. Let's just pretend that it's the exact same one.
Oh, Hot Toys.
Yeah.
Hot Toys.
Yeah.
Hot
Because
Toys
I
is
know what I'm
safer.
getting with them. Yeah, I know what I'm getting with them.
Right.
Because if you're, okay, yeah, like same accessories, same all
Same
like,
accessories.
rooted.
Let's say
Same
the head
thing.
sculpt is almost the same. It has better qualities here. It's a better
Yeah, I
hair,
know.
but Hot Toys is better eyes. You know, things of that. Things
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
Hot Toys.
Hot Toys, right?
Hot
Yeah.
Toys, yeah, Hot Toys. They have
What
to
would
be,
make you jump to them if it's almost the same?
if it's almost the same?
How much of a difference? Let's say
Well,
the
you know,
price is.
you know my answer. It has to be numbered.
Let's say
It would
they
have to
didn't
be
number
numbered.
it. They didn't number it.
I think maybe
like-
that would be
like-
cool if they did like a die-cast bat symbol on his chest that you can remove.
Yeah, I was
That
gonna
would be
say,
kinda cool.
like, if they give us
Like, if they did
diecast
something like
stuff,
that.
like the stuff that I got from 515.
The Prime one
Hot
has that
Toys.
where you can remove the bat symbol on his chest. But
Well,
that's
no,
a
what I mean-
statue, but that thing would be cool once it.
But would
Well,
that,
what I'm-
like, let's say that's $300. Would that sway you if they have that to go for them instead of
I don't
Hot
know about-
Toys?
The other thing is the base. Like, what if they do something like really cool with the base, like they did with Joker?
No.
Like, what
Okay,
if they
okay.
did, like,
Let's say that $515 one that they do, the Hot Toys has, and they make the exact same shit, but they do it for 400, and I can get that ship from somewhere for 400. I may do that. I'll
There
be
you
like,
go.
okay.
That's
I'll be like,
Price,
yeah,
right? So
I'll
the
do
price
that.
is the
price.
selling point
price,
here.
Yeah. I'll do
That's
that.
true.
Because
Yeah.
Hot Toys is doing it. If they weren't doing it, then it's a different.
Because there's this risk as well. Like if you buy the Queen Studios Batman and they stop at Batman, and what if Hot Toys continues it with Catwoman or Penguin?
Yeah,
so
and
now they
Riddler.
have two different companies in the same line. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but if the difference is minute, I mean, would you really want to go that route? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Kinda
no,
like,
no. It has to be priced because Hot Toys is doing it, but or quality of something like they do. Like let's say, okay, for example, let's pretend they do the exact same thing as Hot Toys, but that bat signal and all the other the actual bat signal is diecast, and they price it for 500. Then I'll probably do Queen at that point.
I feel like they almost have to treat Hot Toys like J&D. You know how their price is always different than J&D? Like J&D is always higher?
Yeah.
They gotta keep that. Like they gotta treat Hot Toys as J&D for them to have a shot at this. Because otherwise, if they have the same price as Hot Toys,
It's gonna be hard. Yeah.
it's gonna be tough.
problem is the shipping from there too, and the taxes. Like not even the sticker price alone. You gotta
Exactly.
Add, like, getting it
They
to
have
your house.
such a disadvantage towards Hot Toys.
Yeah.
that they almost have to mark down their figures $100 less for them to catch up with that.
Yeah, and a few people keep saying, "Oh, we want Star Wars, Star Wars." Dude, if you want Star Wars from Queen to make it, you better be putting in 3 fucking pre-orders for every figure they release.
Yeah, because they're not gonna get the license from Star Wars. Sideshow's not gonna give that up.
No,
Sideshow's not gonna give that up.
Statues maybe, but 1/6 figures.
1/6 no.
And I doubt Disney is unhappy with Sideshow / Hot Toys at all. So
it's true.
Why would they give the license?
We all know
to
the
Queen?
only reason Hot Toys got that is because of Sideshow.
Right.
So Queen, no, they're not. Forget about the Star Wars. Marvel and DC, they do have a shot, but I think the first 3 years they gotta pound Hot Toys. They gotta force them. I don't know how, but they have to stay in the 250.
Hot Toys has the
range.
high ground.
Yeah,
No
Hot
doubt.
Toys.
Yeah.
They have to stay in the 250 range for them to be at least competitive.
Like now, if they want to release like really good shit, like a Hawking Joker, and they want to price it really good,
There you
do
go.
a 2-pack, then it's
Yeah.
like I see
That's
you
what I'm
going.
saying. They gotta do
See,
stuff
that's
that
a
Hot
figure
Toys
you
aren't
need.
doing.
Give us a Joaquin
Yeah.
Joker, and then I think that will
Yeah.
get people. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
do
But
shit like
didn't
that.
he said like it's almost impossible though?
Yeah, he said
my
it has
God.
to be super high end. They said.
Yeah.
That's my point. Like a 2-pack, 1,000 or some shit like
Like
that.
kind of
you
like
know,
what they
again.
did with this one, be ours. But I don't think that's gonna sell like Heath Ledger did.
I don't think so, but that's my point, though, right? Like
Right.
if you wanna go pricey, you gotta give us something of like super high quality, like maybe, or go after the secondary market, like go do an 89 Batman, 89 Joker, because they're $500 a piece right now.
Right.
Maybe you can do them both for
Sure.
like 1,000.
Do you think a Ben Affleck one would be good? Like, do you think that would
No.
sell? Or no? You don't think? From Queen?
No, because it's not iconic enough, bro. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not iconic enough. It has to be like I'm telling you, if they do an 89 Batman and Joker and they do a bundle, that would sell because you can get that shit in the aftermarket for $500 a piece. And Hot Toys isn't doing it,
Yeah.
at least not now. You know what I mean? There has to be one of those scenarios where like they have to take advantage. That's what I'm saying.
Or what about Henry Cavill? Do you think that they can do that?
No, because Hot Toys is already doing it.
Yeah, but the head sculpt is
In black suit,
Like
yeah.
I feel like they can make it look exactly like Henry Cavill. Because I feel like people we know that the Hot Toys one is
Yeah.
it's not like a 10. It's like a,
It's not.
like a,
No, it's good
Here's the
though.
question:
they could compete
how
with that,
many,
maybe.
how many black suits? I mean, and mind you, I will, but I'm not the majority of
How many
of
people would
1/6
buy that
collectors.
for that
right,
much? Yeah.
Exactly. I'm in the 1% of the minority. You know what I mean? Of like, what would people do? Because I would buy it. I'd be like, dude, I want the best thing of whatever it is.
Yeah,
But
is he iconic enough for people to buy that?
Right,
But, yeah.
right. You know what I mean?
He
Because
is pretty
honestly,
iconic, but-
I'll rather throw that money at a 1/3 Black Suit Superman, which I know Queen is doing, and I'm really waiting to see how that comes out. You know what I mean? So
That's true.
they have like I know John said, oh, we're gonna do the DeLorean. I was like, dude, you guys better not come out and do the DeLorean from the second one. You guys would be really dumb to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hot
I just
Toys
don't
had
know
like
whether-
two
I
to
don't know
master
why.
that shit. so-
Right.
Yeah, no.
I don't think
doing
they should
stuff
do the
like
DeLorean
Leo.
at all, so I'm surprised they are.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't.
I
That's
think they
a wrong
should.
move right there.
Really? I mean, they can go after the first one because there's a lot of one that I think people would prefer the first one. And
Is it different
and-
enough to warrant two DeLoreans in your collection? I don't know
Right.
that it is.
I mean, look at the eBay, dude. There's still people buying it for a lot of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's a market,
yeah.
but there's not a huge market for it. You know
but
what I mean?
but
And
once the
again,
Hot Toys comes out, there won't be.
well,
Yeah.
well, it's like $800 a Hot Toy, right? If they come
Yeah.
out with the first version and it's $1,000 or something, maybe. You know what I mean? Like maybe. You know what I mean? Because people will like.
But the
people
thing is,
would
the
like the
second one is
original
going to be available. So
That's the thing.
for a lower price. So
For a
Right.
lower
a
price,
regular
yeah.
collector would only pick one. Now,
Right, right, you're right.
I'm guessing it's the cheaper one.
And
It depends,
$850 for a
maybe
DeLorean is
they
pretty
love-
good.
If they love the first one compared to the second one, you know what I mean? There's a lot, but that's my point. Which is the same thing with Jazz saying. You don't compete with something the Hot Toys is doing. Stay out of that market. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think at
don't do
this
that.
point they gotta make a name for themselves first and take a loss. Let's say that Gandalf, rooted hair with a beard, the only because people gotta talk about them. A regular collector, when they search 1/6, their figure should come up. Because otherwise it'd still be like, oh, I want to buy that Hot Toys. You know, it's kind of like saying Coke or Colgate or whatever. You know, you got this brand recognition and they're not there.
Damn.
That's
So
true.
they gotta price this Gandalf let's say at 300 for it to sell massive amount, because they need to put the word out there. You know, a lot of people needs to buy this shit for them to be even relevant. Otherwise, it'll be a one and done. They got this Gandalf. People needs to buy this Gandalf. And like you said, like maybe they should do Rick and
Negan.
And Negan, those three for $200. They gotta put their name out there.
Well, the problem with Optical is that if they start so low, and then let's say they start releasing more figures, and the price are going up, then then people are like they kind of shooting themselves in the foot. They can't go too low, because then you know what I mean?
Hot Toys started at 180. We're at 285 now. You know, like every year, every release, it's going up. We don't care. We still buy them.
But that was like a decade over time. I don't know. Obviously we just don't know what Queen is trying to do at this point. But it doesn't seem like they have a plan. You're right, because then like they opened a 3-day window. They're trying to they're trying to go on a Batman. They're trying to do a Gandalf. Cool. You have a lot of
They're about to reveal a bunch of stuff on Sunday.
Dude, we'll see how much things cost, bro. Because that's gonna be the
because this strategy for Joker is not gonna work anywhere else.
No, Joker is a complete exception.
Joker is an exception.
Yeah. This 2-pack is not going to work anywhere else.
And even then, Optical, they reopened the pre-order, so how well did it sell? Who knows?
It did not.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm telling you, a lot of, dude, like $1,000, that's a DeLorean.
Right.
Yeah.
A vehicle.
I think Optical, like maybe Carl's saying, a lot of people bought the sculpted.
Right, like, dude, we're talking about 1/6 collectors, not statue collectors. 1/6.
That's my point.
We're used to paying $300, not $1,000.
Oh, guys, we got a super chat.
Yeah, no one does. It doesn't affect your posing ability.
Fig Fate, thank you so much. Fig Fate dropped a $9.99 super chat. Loving the combo, guys. I'm still rooting for Queen to succeed. Competition is good for us, but I agree on their prices being too high. Plus, the recent mishap with pre-orders wasn't a good look. And Optical, I've said I really don't think the reopening of the pre-order window is a big deal at all, but it was the wrong move. Like
it was the wrong move.
Like I think that. But I've always maintained that. I don't think anyone should really care that they did it. But if it makes sense, I don't think it was the right move. I don't think they should have put the 3-day window if they had any reservations.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I don't know why they would open it up expecting people to not
but I
care.
for sure.
Like,
but I mean, but now that, like Optical said, they're in the 1/6 game. They're going to get criticized in a way they've never been criticized before.
Yeah. Welcome to the 1/6 world, bitches.
Yeah.
You know.
Like Hot Toys has been king, and they've been criticized like crazy. So I mean, you know, by us and everyone else.
We're saying this, and I want to be transparent here. I'm saying this because I want them to succeed. I want Hot Toys to have an actual competition.
Right.
And they won't if Queen would price themselves like Hot Toys.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
They won't.
But you're right, Optical. This Gandalf has to be competitive. It has to be like Asma's price, $350.
Dude, if they come out and this Gandalf is like $500 or some shit like that, I'd be like, you guys are stupid motherfuckers, dude. Like you can't price yourself at $400. You can't even do $350 for a Gandalf or even $400.
Well, Asmus did it and they did okay.
Asmus,
so I think
but they didn't sell. They're available again. They did.
That's my point.
Yeah, Asmus did a complete Queen. They were like, oh, it's limited. So
they did actually.
It was cut off in January. If you log into their website now, it's available.
Yeah.
And you can even buy the head sculpt separately.
And when it came out, and when you came out, people were like, "Oh my God, it is the best Gandalf ever!"
Right, it's a Hot Toys killer.
Oh my God, it's still available.
Right.
You know
they gotta put their names out there. Once they do, now they can have this, you know, bravado. We're like, okay, we can charge whatever we want now, because right now, we're basing it off their statues, who's a hit or miss, mind you. Their statues are hit or miss as well, and we don't even know how they're gonna do good on 1/6. Not just head sculpt. You know, there's a lot of factors. You know, the material that they use, is the body crap. You know, I mean, the accessories. I mean, who knows? You know, but
and right now with their whole like Viper's not doing the 1/6, they're not doing the 1/4.
They gotta stop this shit, man.
Yeah, they really like, and then the excuse is, well, because you know they're Chinese, and when they're trying to translate it, they don't. I was like, then get someone who fucking knows what they're saying, bro. Like, it's not that hard to translate something correctly, and you know, like that just sounds like BS to me. But yeah, dude. Like, I think they shouldn't have opened it. I think they shouldn't have even disclosed what Viper was doing. You know, they just be like, yeah, Viper's overseeing it or doing it. Don't come out and say anything else. Like, there's a reason why. I understand you being open with the community. You're providing out too much info, bro. You're letting people too much in. You don't see Hot Toys doing this shit. Take a page of that book too. You know?
Yeah.
I think people always like the Queen.
They're trying to. They're trying to be, you know, like, and I get it. They're trying to mitigate what Hot Toys' wrongdoings are, which is, not talking to the client. I mean, that's not even what we want. We just want an email to be responded if something's broken or something,
Right,
you know?
right,
We
exactly.
didn't say ask for our opinions with Hot Toys, just like...
Right. I mean, some people do, but it's like, dude, Hot Toys.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that most collectors at this point are logical enough that, we know why a certain figure is not going to be made. It's like, I like Dexter like the other guy, but how many of us are going to buy a Dexter figure? 7,
Right. It's like iconic Q or iconic Studios. They're doing a Ryu for $290.
Yeah, 290, something like that.
I'm like, dude, I don't know how many people are gonna buy a Ryu for $290.
I
Right.
know, dude.
What if they did a Wonder Woman like a Gal Gadot rooted there? How do you think that would do well? Like,
Dude, even-
Yes, because here's the reason. Let's pretend if they were to do the prototype that Hot Toys did and make that come to life.
Because rooted hair was
that
a
would do
mess.
well.
But that was a mess. with
Right.
That
Hot
would
Toys,
do
so-
well. That would
That would
do well
be good,
because Hot Toys flopped and
Yeah.
dude, when I saw that prototype, I was like, that movie sucks so much ass. But this prototype.
Well,
is
even
so
the Muhammad
good.
Ali, I'm a little worried about. I don't know how it'll even do, but
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, so King is asking, do you think a
What's
lot
the
of
limit?
crazy to Queen's behavior is because we have expectations of them to behave like other American companies? Are you expecting them to behave like other American companies?
Really?
now, what does he
I'm
mean
not
by
really.
that?
I don't. Yeah, I guess because I'm not expecting them to behave anything. Just
No.
don't fucking promise something that you can't keep or something like that.
Exactly.
Just be realistic. Just be realistic, and that's it. you
Yeah,
know?
like I really don't care that they opened the pre-order window, but like I said, I do think
not
like
right.
they
It's
should
a
have picked
bad
a
look.
lane.
It's not right.
Yeah.
It's a
Now,
bad
look,
look. Yeah.
If you come out and you're like, hey guys, all the pre-orders are gonna close on April. Cool, it's done. And then like June comes, psych, we need more pre-orders, guys. Like no, man. Like
I just don't
Right.
know what they were
Stay-
thinking. Like, how did they not expect people to not get mad at that? Like,
I don't know.
what were they thinking?
That's their excuse to like, oh, there's like a middleman. I'm sure they thought of this right now. But
I
dude,
do,
like
though,
we're
think
buying
that-
Hot Toys, we're not dumb. You
I
know?
do think though, why would people really care about it? But it doesn't instill great trust. But I don't think it's a big enough deal. As long as the final product comes out good, people won't give a shit. Like,
Yeah,
I get it for somebody like Carlos.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
I get it
Carlos
because
for sure.
Carlos and John, who's looking for exclusivity, I totally understand.
I do too.
The
That's a
ones
fair
who's
argument.
Not, the ones who's
I don't see
not
why you
looking for
cancel it.
exclusivity, I
Yeah.
don't understand what the uproar is. If you're
Right.
not looking for exclusivity, why does it matter if they reopened the pre-order
That
window?
you're gonna get. Yeah.
Right, like there's people who keep on saying they're okay with reissue, yet they're mad that they reopened the window. It's like, what?
Right,
what's the
right.
difference?
Well, I think the argument was
It-
that people felt baited and like rushed to pre-order. I'm like,
that's an
but
excuse,
that's
though.
That's
but
an
I'm-
excuse.
Now, did they? Maybe. I don't know. I just feel like when it came down to Queen, it's so much about too also that they're just not having a very good look. There's a lot of little things that are happening that is very questionable from what they're doing, from the quarter scale to the 1/6 to now this Gandalf and just little things that it's like, well, why are you guys doing that at the same time?
They don't
You
know
what
1/6 market.
I mean? Yeah.
They obviously
Yeah,
don't
it's
know
like-
the crowd here.
Because I mean, the quarter scale, it wasn't even a big deal, but because you're in the 1/6 market, now it's a big deal because we're paying attention to what you're doing with your statues, right? So, I don't know, but yeah, if you've ever said, I fucking love reissues, then why the fuck do you care?
Why do you
if they
care
did
if it's
it?
only 3 days? Like,
Yeah,
if
why
you
do you
don't
care?
mind reissues,
Yeah, why do you care?
why do you care so much? Like, I get
Yeah.
it from your standpoint. Like, if you're looking for exclusivity, I get it. Like, dude, the only reason I pre-ordered this shit is one of them is because it's exclusive. I get that. But if you're not one of those guys, then why do you care? There's some people
Yeah.
who just like their favorite figure dropped and they were like, Dopo. I was like, okay, good for you.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you got mad because the 3 days was gone. I was like,
Right.
what? You're
And
gonna
it was like-
you're gonna get it anyway.
And
Right,
some
I guess
people
the
were like-
excuse was that you had to like. Some people felt like they had to like. No
You
one
just
said
wa-
that they were forced to, but to pay it in full. Like
You
fully
just
pay
yeah,
it,
you
so
just
they
want to
think
get
that
mad for
that was-
no reason. It was just like, dude, you're gonna fucking pre-order this anyway. It's like, why? So if they open it 3 days and it's like, well, I didn't have the the money. It was like, dude, if you didn't have $90 at that time, maybe, just maybe.
That's all it's
and
been,
that's
though. It
fair.
wasn't
You shouldn't
like
be collecting Hot
$600.
Toys.
It
So
was still
Fig
like
Fade
you're-
dropped another super chat, and Fig Fate, thanks so much, Fig Fate. He said, for me personally, it only mattered that it was promoted as a 3-day window. Then they went back on it. I wish they hadn't said that. That's fair. I agree.
It wasn't.
But
what they did was wrong. What they did was wrong.
It was not
but
a
it
good
really,
look.
I think it's like wrong, but inconsequential. Like I think that's how I feel.
Yeah, like,
You know what? I
like-
felt like they thought that no one's gonna react. The only people that's gonna react are like the Carlos, kind of
Right.
like, and they were like, oh, there's not a whole lot of them.
true.
They didn't anticipate that we get mad because Ant-Man is smiling and has a lot of teeth.
No, you know what it is,
Right.
bro. You know what? See, a lot of 1/6 collectors say, "Oh, I don't care about exclusivity." But as soon as an exclusive 1/6 figure comes out, now they're supposed to
Right.
give a fuck.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. A lot of people bought it
But-
expecting
but-
for it to stay
expected,
being
right,
exclusive
but-
and limited.
Right, but because it's no longer exclusive, now they're like, "Oh, what the fuck? They shouldn't have done that, bro."
Carlos,
You know what I mean?
I'm only gonna compliment you a few times, but this is one of those times where you're correct. A lot of collectors doesn't, I'm doing air quotes here, does not care about exclusivity or reissue up until their Grail gets reissued. So,
Right.
Exactly. Exactly.
I've been collecting for 10 years, so everything got reissued. Batman Returns, DX11.
You don't care, but you don't care,
I don't
right?
care. I really don't.
Yeah, right.
But the collectors who's saying that, like, oh, I don't care. A lot of people can buy that. Wait up until their most prized figure gets reissued, and let's see how they react.
Exactly. That's
Maybe
my
they're
point. 'Cause
at least you're real about it. You are saying it's like I care about exclusivity, but that's where I kind of like, ooh, I thought you didn't care about exclusivity. Why did you? Why?
Right.
It's like when people were like, oh, because today we talked about it, and people were like, oh, you like me, I'm collecting the wrong hobby or blah blah blah, and I'm like, bro, just wait, because I guarantee you bought a Grail, or maybe you bought the 2-pack Han and Chewie a year or 2 years from now, and you bought it for 1,000, and you're like, yeah, I just bought this shit and it's amazing. Here's Hot Toys, and they make a brand new one, or whatever it is, like the Nightmare Batman. I know a few people who bought it for $700 plus. I guarantee you, they're really pissed. But no, like, I want to have the same energy, because when they release the Nightmare Batman, you bitch ass better have not been out here and be like, oh yeah, I'm mad that they reissued. Nah, bro, you don't care about exclusivity. Why do you care? Why?
Yeah.
Because it finally affected you? Okay, now you care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we care. It's just
Yeah.
that wait until they get reissued.
Now it proves, like, like you mentioned, there's a lot of more people care more about that than they're willing to admit.
Right. I think
that's what I'm
that's
saying,
the
though.
issue, Optical. I think like we can say, like, a lot of people can say, like, oh, they felt baited, this and that, but I think there's more to it than that. I think
Right. I
Yeah.
think deep inside,
Right.
Deep inside, they want this
They
to be
want
a Grail.
exclusive-
They
yeah,
want it
deep
to be
inside
it's
it-
like
and that's fine. We all want it
1,700,
to a
but, yeah.
degree, but it's
Right.
it's just
Yeah.
kind of like, and that's where I understand. Like I said, if your argument is that you felt misled because you thought this was an exclusive product, then yeah, I agree. Like, I'm with you. That's fair,
Here's
because they
the
did kind of
question.
mislead you.
Here's
But
the question. Let's say that
Yeah.
Hot Toys would have made a Hot Toys Joker. Heath Ledger Joker. 300, 330. How many of these people would have been like, nah, I don't give a fuck about this figure. But because Queen came out and said it was exclusive, holy fuck, I gotta get this, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
I gotta
Right.
get this now.
True.
Dude, this is the statue effect that I was talking about, right? Like, they might not re-release DX11, but there's so many fucking purple coat Jokers out there that I don't need a DX11 at this point. Kind of like a statue. I might not get specific statue, but goddamn, there's like a gazillion, Darth Vader out there that they don't need to reissue the specific statue. I'll just buy another Vader. And this is what's happening now. If Hot Toys announce their own, man, a lot of people are gonna be secretly mad that they, because now that you have an option, now your Joker, even though it's quote unquote exclusive, let's say the 3-day window has now passed, it's not gonna be as desirable. Let's be honest. Because there's gonna be more Joker out there.
Yeah.
well,
So-
and that's why I wanted to kind of prep people on that, because when we asked John about the reissues thing, he did not rule that out at all. Like
Right. He said they
like,
need to have like a reason.
And like, yeah, for sure, dude. They could totally, you know what they could do? Optimal, someone mentioned this. Like, they could have a North American version of that Joker and just call it the same thing and reissue it. Like, maybe they get the
Right.
license for the U.S. and they're like, oh, reissue. Like, they could totally do that. So
Yeah.
and
Like,
and they can reissue anytime they want. It's not a a numbered piece. So They could do whatever
Right.
they
Yeah, I
want.
think I remember him. He was like, oh, there's always like, if there's something that we can do better,
We can do
could
better.
look back at it. So like, that's basically saying they could reissue.
Yeah, they
stuff.
absolutely will
Bro,
reissue
yeah.
this. So that's my thing. Like with the 3-day window, it's kind of like maybe we all should have known. Like they could reissue this too. So I mean,
Yeah.
Fig Fate, by the way,
thing
said fine. Thanks so much, Fig Fate. He said fine. My name is Mike, and I care about exclusivity. There, I said it. I know, right?
That's the thing, though.
Exclusivity
People won't come
anonymous.
out-
And
People won't
mention
come
it.
out and say it because
Yeah.
they're scared and nervous that the community is gonna come out and be like, "Oh, you're elitist." I'd be like, "Fuck you, bro. I'm over here."
Carlos isn't
It's
even nice to his
connotation, like,
buyers.
If you care about exclusivity, that you're not a real collector, you're just a hoarder,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
I mean, that's not. That's what you're chasing for. That's what you're chasing for. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everyone has a
Carlos
little bit
isn't
of
even
that,
nice to his
definitely.
buyers. He's not going to be nice to his critics.
Yeah.
So.
The only thing that I guess that kind of puzzles me
Me?
is that if you keep on saying like, oh, you know, I care about the joy and the passion of this hobby, and then you're mad about that, like why?
That just makes
Say
it
that again.
hypocritical.
Say that again.
Some people are gonna be like, oh, I'm about the joy and the passion, the nostalgia of this hobby, and then you're mad at the 3 days. Like, why are you mad? The
Yeah.
joy and the
Exactly.
passion and nostalgia didn't disappear because they
Right.
opened the window for 3 days.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying, bro.
Here's my question, man. How many people who doesn't like the Joker bought this Queen Studio? Bought $1,000 Joker on that.
A lot,
A lot.
probably.
Yeah, because if you do that, then even though you don't say it, it's about exclusivity.
It is.
You don't need to say that. Yeah, you know, like I know it's about exclusivity. You feel like you have something that no one else has.
Right.
And if you did that, I've been collecting for 10 years. I can tell you, you made a mistake. You know, because I've seen everything get reissued in the past 10 years. That's why I guess I'm not
Right.
bothered anymore.
Right.
Because we've
I've
been
been
doing
through
this for
it
a while.
so many times. You know, so. I don't care.
You know what's funny is I asked that question too, and people are like, people who don't care, who are saying value doesn't matter, value doesn't matter. Let me know how you feel about this once you've been collecting for a while. You know what I mean? 'Cause if you've been collecting for a while, you don't care. Okay, that's fair. But these people who are saying they don't, I guarantee a lot of these dudes are not budgeting correctly or just buying to buy. And when it's time to sell, that's why they're collecting only for a few years and then they're out. Because they're like, no, I can't do this. Why? Because you didn't properly take care of the value or the exclusivity. Like, maybe not even so much the exclusivity, bro, but just the fact that the value is there. Because even you, Optical, you worry about that. Or, you know what I mean? I want to make sure there's value on the figure. Like, I don't want to overpay. I want to get it under. Because if I ever have to sell, then I can, you know what I mean? I want to take the least amount of hit. That sort of thing. You know what I mean? So...
As of right now, like if you are, because with me, when we talk about like let's say resale value, I factor in the time that I took it out, did a review, post the figure, took pictures of it. So that's a part of, if I take a loss, I put that in consideration. As far as like if you care about the value, there's like a limited time where you can just capitalize on the value of your figure, and it's getting smaller and smaller. If it's Star Wars,
Right.
maybe a year and a half. Because other than that, like your Mando, look at the Mando. Deluxe Mando
Yeah.
has no value. That Durasteel Mando was hot for a while,
Right.
now it's gone.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
like a window now
And
that
now it's
you have to
back.
capitalize. Yeah, now it's back. So it's different now. It's either that you capitalize on the first 2-3 years, or you hold it for 10 years, where nothing else matters, and then maybe you'll get your money back if they don't release 20 more, Mando.
Yeah.
So it's a different game now. So
Well, that's what I told Will. I was like, dude, you have to wait when the figure's available in Sideshow. Give it a year, and once after that year, you have to wait 2 to 3 years, and then you can get your money back. That you have to wait that long. It feels
depending
like, at this point.
depending on the franchise as well. Like right now,
Right,
so
right.
I'm saying it right now. The endgame figures are cheap now because no one cares about endgame. Wait 5 years. You hold this for 5 years. They're all going to be grail. Because they're not going to reissue. Why would they reissue them?
Right,
Right.
right.
But like an ongoing saga, like a Star Wars right now, you buy the Mando now, the best Mando with head sculpt. They're just gonna come out with another Mando in season 3, and now
Right,
your Mando's obsolete.
Right.
That's what I told Riley, that a lot of these figures of people who are dying, or characters who died or is done with, those will be grails for the collectors 5 years from now, 4 years from now, like the Black Widow, the Captain America.
Wen Wu, baby.
Like, Wen Wu, like
yeah,
one of these,
grail.
you know what I mean? And then like they will be 5 years from now, because I don't see them releasing another Captain America. Or
people are
Black
laughing
Widow.
at Mark 50. You know, like, cause he's still available. Well,
Right.
you know, let's see. You know, like again, if are you here for the short-term gains or the long-term gains, or because if you bought it specifically to flip, then you're gonna wait a while. You know,
Yeah.
so
Right.
if you're buying endgame figures, you're gonna wait a while. You're gonna have to wait till it becomes like a Dark Knight stature before it
Yeah.
becomes, you know, relevant again. Yeah.
And it will,
It will,
over time.
it will, yeah.
over time. But yeah, there's a time to get it. It's like it's gonna so like they're gonna do it like Rescue, right? Like Rescue or Black Widow. I'm sorry, like this, once she sells out, wait 5 years, bro, 4 years, and that figure's gonna go for a lot of money. It's the only Black Widow you want. It's the last one that came out. You know what I mean? Like Captain America from Endgame. Like these are figures that are grails. You have to just sit on them for a long time.
For a long time. And for me, I factor that in because I didn't buy them to flip them. I bought them because I like Endgame. So if that doesn't happen, let's just say Endgame, that prediction didn't happen. Like 10 years have passed and it's still selling like shit. And then I got the figure for 10 years. I displayed it for 10 years, you know, so...
Right. But that's the thing is that a lot of these collectors don't go into it thinking, oh, I can, like, oh, in a year or two I can get rid of it if I want. Nope. You ain't getting shit back in a year or two. You gotta wait a long time for it. So that's my point. If you love a figure, you better hold on to it for 3 to 5 years at this point.
Yeah,
Hold
those, you know, that saying where you sell, you sell your collection to fund your collection?
That's not true,
That
bro.
worked
That's not...
5 years ago.
Right.
But right now, before you can, depending on what collection you buy, if you buy Pennywise, you might be able to sell that a year and a half from now and maybe get more money. But try selling, I don't know, Boba in 2 years. Good luck. You're gonna lose money. So you didn't fund your next collection then.
Right. You're gonna lose money.
You're gonna lose money. Yeah.
All right, boys. I gotta go.
All right, man.
All right, Riley.
I'll go too.
Got to stream with KG.
Alrighty.
Good. All right. You leaving
All right,
too,
boys.
Optical?
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Later, man.
All right, guys. Later.
Peace out, boys.
Later, man.
Carlos,
Peace
we'll
out,
finish
Will
the
Stream.
game.
All right. Sounds good.
Even though we're getting absolutely smoked.
Dude, I've been running around in circles, dude.
Me too. I don't know where I'm going. You're following me, so.
I mean, it was good conversations though because it makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like, and Optical is right because if you look at any figure from Endgame, as long as they're not going to be reissued, like Black Widow or this Captain America, like even Iron Man, dude, wait 5 years, bro. Wait 5 years. Like that Battle Damage Mark 85, 5 years after it sells out, it's gonna probably be a huge grail because they're never gonna reissue that.
No.
You know what I mean? And those are the ones that you really, I guess, you care about. That's probably
Charlie
the one.
said to the group, "Why are you buying figures to resell? I thought you were selling to collect." No, I think that's not what they're saying. I think they're saying like if you do decide to move on / trade in and out, you want to be able to get your value back.
That you were selling to collect. No, I know Bob Dylan said that's just Carlos. No, man, it's not that it's not that I'm buying to collect, Bob Dylan. It's that I care about, you know, making sure if I'm gonna buy something, they go up in value. It's not that I'm trying to just flip it. You know what I mean? Because I mean, like my Iron Man, I'm not gonna sell those. You know what I mean? Or like the Battle Damage 85, I'm not selling that.
Yeah.
Even that thing can go to like fucking 10K, and I'm probably still not gonna. My signed version is still not gonna sell it. You know what I mean?
You
It's
know
also
what's-
just about. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say so no, it's not me, not in that sense. Like I'm not gonna sell it, but I'm also not going to be done with the fact of like if I buy a Dark Side Anakin and now there's gonna be reissued, you gotta be an idiot to not sell it. And if you have it, there's gonna be a reissue for it. Let's just call it what it is. It's gonna be something very similar. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
You know what's crazy though, Carlos, is that like it's almost like the really good third party have a better chance of becoming quote unquote grails than the licensed do. Like
Look
the
at
Final
the-
Fantasy figures, dude. Yeah. Like
Look at that. Look at Gambit. I bought my
Yeah.
Gambit for $220, and I was able to. I bought two. Right, we talked about this, and I sold one after I sold for what $450 on eBay, and then like I funded one to get to my brother. Then that fucker didn't want it, so I ended up selling it. You know what I mean? So like it ended up working out because it's limited and it worked out for me. But those are the ones that are like instant grails. But everything else, you have to sit on it for a while.
Because Bob Dylan said, I bought my car because I like it and it's useful. I'm never getting that value back. Yeah. I mean, I agree. That's how I collect too, but collectibles are not practically useful.
That's
like they don't have
not
a
good
practical
comparison.
purpose.
Yeah. You don't need a statue to get to work.
Right.
You don't ride your Luke to work, bro. You know what I mean? So there's a different, or your figure or whatever. You know, you have to use your car. So that's not a comparison there, but
yeah, and I agree. Like I do his point. He said value is not just measured in money. Yeah, I agree.
But there should be a cap too on that.
Like, because I'm more like you, Bob Dylan, more so than Carlos, where I buy something. I want it to retain its value, but I'm not so much thinking about that. But I do like. That's one of the reasons I tend to shy away from third party a lot, because reselling them is just incredibly hard. For anywhere close to what you paid for them in most cases, except when it's like a very, very good third-party figure. Like if you have like Gambit, or you have the Sephiroth or Cloud, like those go up. But if you have just the Proxima Midnight, you're eating money on that one. No doubt about it. You're gonna, like Kiko said, take a bath with those. Like if you try to sell that Ebony Maw, you're not gonna get what you paid for it.
Right. Yeah, you know.
But Cloud, you're going to get probably double what you paid for it.
Right. Riley Carlos 6.
True.
Yeah.
Faux
I
show.
guess, man, it's just like value, right? Like it's measured more than money. Yeah, but I think there's still a cap on all of that. I don't think you can go in there and be like, well, you know, like this was worth the experience and it cost me X amount. Like, you really gotta have more shit going on in your life if the only things that you have going for you are just collectibles, man. Sorry to say that, but that's the truth. Like, and I know, Will, you and I talk about, you know, this stuff, so I know it's not you, but you know, it's like you have to have a balanced life, and I get it. You know, some people, for them, this is everything, but I just don't see how that makes a lot of sense. Of like, you know, just collecting to collect, I get it to an extent too, but it's like you have to have a nice balance to everything.
I think it's important to have a passion like this, but being well-rounded is nice. I mean, not everyone has to do that, but like, you know, I'm not saying there's only one way to live, but
no, obviously not. But
that's just how I like to do it. But collecting is a big part of my life, and I think that's how everyone would agree. Like, you know.
No, and definitely I like collecting too, but it's like with the whole, like when people, right, we talked about it in the stream, like they day one pre-order or the day one get the first batch. Oh, I'm really gonna enjoy the figure. Define enjoyment. You know what I mean? Then you paid an extra $200 for it. Like define enjoyment at that point. And you know, like you do it here and there once. Dude, there's a bunch of people who do a bunch, you know, who do a lot of first day batch. So
yeah. Bob Dylan said, "I'm thankful there's a forum we can all come together and agree. Carlos sucks."
I know, bro. If anything, I guarantee there's a lot of people who think like me, but they're just
oh yeah, they
are.
Out. There definitely are. There are.
And they're just nervous to speak out because a lot of the community isn't about this, right? It's not cool to talk about exclusivity or your figures making value.
You're right.
It's
you're
not
right.
Cool.
That's fair.
It's not cool because are you in it for the value or are you in it for the love of collecting?
Right.
No, fuck that, bro. I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah, so that's why I do respect you, Carlos, because you and I don't agree on like our philosophy, but I respect your confidence to say yours honestly.
Yeah, and I get a lot of shit for it.
Dude, that's fine. I get a lot of shit for stuff. So I mean,
I don't. Yeah,
I like the sequels. So I mean,
yeah.
Well, I like the Mortal Kombat films. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks, bro.
Right. It's like you do whatever you like. At the end of the day, bro, if people want to collect, want to buy a figure and sell it, I don't give a damn. Because at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want with your money, with your value, whatever makes you happy. That's fine. But we're on this screen to talk about like being financially responsible, and that's what we're just trying to discuss. Just giving people different options of whatever aligns with them best. Hey, if you're about exclusivity like I am, great. If you're not about it and you want to use your entire budget to just buy things or your entire income, that's up to you. No one's going to tell you otherwise. You're a grown-ass person. You know what I mean? So we're just here to talk about just different ways someone collects, and that's all right.
Yeah. We're about to lose this match, though.
They finished boarding the transports. Now we'll have to face them on the ship.
You know, so. You know what's funny, bro? Because I know you and I have this conversation a whole bunch of times, and it's like
First Order are gonna attempt a boarding action.
we never,
and it's gonna
even
be
though
up
we
to us
think
to
differently
stop
on collections, like we're the same person in so many different stuff, but then it's like we think very differently as far as we collect. We've never like clashed at or like gotten pissed at one each other for it or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because it's to each its own, right?
Yeah.
Is that it? Is the game done?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Dude, I'm gonna run, man. I gotta go to bed. I'm so sorry.
Sounds good.
I'm so tired, dude. Dude, but thanks for joining. Thanks everybody for watching. You guys are fantastic. You guys are the best. I'll catch you, I guess, Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern for Collector's Mingle. If you haven't already watched Lights Camera Collect, it is up on the channel. We had Carlos and Riley. That was a blast.